Right then, David boy.
Yeah.
Shall we do this?
Let's do it. Slide in a little bit more. There we go.
Hello, folks. Of course.
Hi.
Yeah, it is not 9 o'clock on a Sunday night. It is 7 o'clock. We are recovering from first a Kerry's English breakfast.
Yeah.
And then a pretty massive dinner.
We did.
Yeah,
a great
the
dinner.
size of the ice creams that even on the watch on the menu, those ice creams that Corbin and Willow ordered look big.
They did look big.
Yeah, we were only looking at a quarter of the ice cream on the menu. Yeah, when they turned up. Yeah, everyone's finished, and then my two kids. There was me and my family. Jase and his. Jase is just getting himself a stool.
Yep.
Yeah, we've got more guests turning up, as you can hear from Oz. Yeah, there was Dave. So there was a good clan of us.
Yep.
Yeah, and everyone's sitting around the table while we're waiting for waiting for my kids to finish these head-size ice creams.
Yeah, they were enormous. And
They
seriously
were.
the size of Willow's head.
Literally
amazing.
We have a photo. I'll share it on the terrainiacs at some point. Hello, folks. Right. Look, even the boys in for this one. Jason, we're gonna shuffle along here.
Hang on.
Shuffle along. Come on, boys. We can do this.
Yeah, we get it.
We've gone through it all the way through. We can fit on the last show. We are going to be mixing it up over this show, and the reason being is I'd like to show you a little fashion accessory I've designed. Yeah. Now these are Corbin's pajamas. Yeah. At the back, yes, I am still wearing pajamas. I have changed today to go out for meals. Yeah. But at the back, there's a lovely hot water bottle in this leg. Yeah. And you may think it's funny, but it's the only reason I'm able to do this live show today. Yeah.
Yep.
I've been avoiding taking my pain meds because I didn't want to get groggy and sort of off tune with it being the end of the watch
Final
it.
thing, yeah.
Yeah, tomorrow Mel's going to be medicated. I'm going to be medicated Mel tomorrow. Yeah, it's not going to be a matter of are you resting on the sofa? No, it's going to be Mel can't move from the sofa. My limbs are
every now and again, Kez will just check your pulse.
Yeah,
as she walks past.
To be truthful, Kez won't even do that. She'll just stick a mirror over my face, and that way she can see if it's got steam on it from a long distance.
See if it's got breath.
Yeah, he's still alive. Don't need to move from the kitchen.
Still breathing.
She'll have another mirror set up so she doesn't actually have to turn around and look through the door.
Yeah.
Yeah, do a double mirror.
That's
Either that.
It's all done with smoke and
That's
mirrors.
thinking ahead.
Oh, well, to be truthful, if you're a real technology head, you'd just set up like a phone on a Skype call, wouldn't you?
Yeah.
Yeah, on a little tripod.
Just
and then
use one of your cameras. Have
Yeah,
live feed.
In fact, yeah, she might just start a live feed with me
Yeah,
lying
just-
on the sofa.
So all the
and a little
community can
note
just keep a
saying,
watch of you.
message me if it looks like he's died.
Yeah, that sounds like a good. It's better than some
Awesome.
live feeds I've watched of other people's before now.
Right, I don't.
Here we go.
I'm going to open the question doc because I have a feeling the comments are going to fly on this show. Yeah, we already have more than 100 people waiting. Yeah, so question doc is open down below. Should be open down below right now. So if you've got a specific question about terrain, the campaign, the adventure we've been on.
Yeah.
Yep.
Anything
Yeah.
that we've got? Any stories we've missed telling you? You can
There's certain
ask us
stories
anything.
we can't tell you. What goes on in Adepticon goes on in Adepticon. What happens at Salute happens, stays at Salute.
Yep.
Yeah, and things like that. But I have a feeling, with the amount of people watching this stream, which is right now we're up to about, I'd say about 160. Hello, folksicles. Yeah, we're watching it. We might miss a comment in the comments. So if you've got something crucial, throw it into the Google Doc. You don't need to be logged in. All you need is throw your screen name in there, what platform you're on, whether you're on YouTube, Twitch, or Facebook, so we know where you are. Yeah, and just leave your question there. And we'll keep checking back to those through the show. Right, I think... Right, I want to quickly check because we're coming up to my last crucial goal, which is the last page of the actual, PDF, the show guide PDF.
The show tables, best of show tables.
Yeah, because what we did is we came up with a list of goals and we went, we're not going to do more than 20. 20 pages will be enough. And that was yesterday, wasn't it?
That was plenty. Yeah, that was yesterday. Yesterday afternoon.
Yeah.
We worked through that.
And then this morning we woke up and we had to put up the clarification of, we better go through to here because people are like screaming at us they want stretch goals. Yeah, and then to be truthful, I had to draw a line at 48 pages for the show PDF because I'm writing a terrain book, not a show PDF book. And this could very easily have become the book we funded at the start. Yeah, just more about pictures of terrain rather than teaching how to make it. So, I think that capped out at 258,000.
258,000.
Yeah, because it was a grand. Yeah, so
What are
I just want to refresh first because it will jump. There we go. Yeah, it's jumped 11 since I started the show.
Okay.
And we are 3 backers away from our final stretch goal.
Oh,
At least we get something to... Come on, guys. We can do it. 3 more backers. That's all we need. And then Mel doesn't have to write any more pages. Just 3 simple backers. You know, genuinely, I thought, 20-page show guide? We can do that. Yep. We can easily do that. Yeah, and I can, to be perfectly honest. We've worked it out and it's doable. 48 pages. I think Dave's going to be editing that up at the same time fulfillment's getting arranged and things are getting travelled around.
Well, while the physical printing is happening, we'll be working on all the digital products.
Yeah, exactly. That's the plan. Basically, Dave's sort of arranging stuff while I'm building and writing.
Yep.
Yeah. I'm writing digital stuff while he's laying out printed stuff.
Correct.
He's laying out digital stuff whilst printed stuff is being printed.
Yep.
And then basically you get the lot all at the end.
Yep.
Yeah, so that's the way we've done it, so that none of the additional stuff sort of gets in the way of what we came here to do. There was also a lot of questions about, can we add more pages to the book, Mel? And no. Yeah, we planned 176 page. We asked you to fund 176 page.
Yeah, spot on.
Yeah,
Absolutely
I am
spot
not
on.
adding 16 pages or 32 pages to come up with something out of my head as a bit of filler. We've got a cracking book.
Yeah.
All killer, no filler, apart from the section
On filler.
Only 2 pages on filler.
Yeah.
Maybe 3.
Yeah.
Actually, no, it's only a page.
Okay, 1 page on filler. Lots of pages using.
Oh yeah, filler's filler. Oh, yeah, filler.
Well, there will be a disclaimer. There will be 6 pages of filler.
It's
That's
just distributed.
That's
You know.
Dave. 6 pages Taylor's bits.
Actually, Dave.
Table of contents.
See.
Index.
Listen,
Who needs all that?
My thank you note that goes in your 6 pages, doesn't it? Not my.
Let's see where it comes out from. It could be my pages. It could be your pages.
There could be a long thank you across the footers of 170 pages.
How cool would that be? You should totally do that.
Oh, yeah. You don't want to lose your pages.
Yeah.
Important. No,
They're
okay.
important admin type pages.
You're
And we've hit goal. I'd like to thank everyone for hitting this final goal.
awesome.
It has been a crazy ride. In all honesty, people have been messaging me and sort of saying, Mel, what do you think about, you know, you've done $250,000. I mean, I say it quietly because I'm kind of embarrassed by it. It's, you know what I mean? But
I look at it as because we've got a lot of expenses to.
we've done that in book sales.
The number that I'm finding spectacular is the number of teammates that we've got. The 5,423.
Almost 5,500. And if you think,
Yeah.
we unlocked the signing goal at 2,750.
2,750.
And we were like, that's a lot of people.
Didn't we turn
And now
around?
you're almost double that.
Right, just a minute. Didn't we turn around when we said that and we reckoned it would only be 3,000
Yeah.
book plates?
Roughly, yeah.
Yeah.
How many book plates are we up to, Dave?
About 4.5.
4.5 book plates.
4,500.
That's an extra 50% on what I said I'd do, isn't it, Dave?
Yeah. You're a good man, Mr. Bose. You're a good man.
Foolish man.
On the plus side,
The 2 aren't exclusive.
you'll notice that Corb's sort of hanging in between. Now, Corb's actually, you know, he doesn't know we know this, but Corb's actually quite proficient at doing my signature, aren't you, son? Oh! Busted on YouTube.
Oh.
Am I? Am I? Am I really?
Am I, Dad?
Am I, Dad?
Stick with that for the moment.
Yeah, just stick with that, Mike.
Stick with
Yeah.
the ignorance is bliss.
So, yeah, the terrain writing in this has always been a father and son affair. Right, numbers just keep going up. Yeah, I'm going to leave you guys. Listen, we have funded the book that we wanted to fund. I was honestly expecting this show to be a drive to see as many pages as we could get before the counter stopped. Yeah, we got there. I'm sort of in a lull and in a weird, strange place.
Yeah.
Yeah, and Dave had to sort of calm me down last night because I tried to do a thank you post and I spent about 2 hours composing it, trying to tag everyone in, and Facebook, because it had too many tags in, wiped it.
Deleted the post.
And although I'd got the save of the drafts weren't in tag form, which was the hard work.
Yep.
So, what you call it? I was in the mentality of, I need to get this done. And Dave was the one who went, no, we can leave that till morning. We can pick that up.
Yeah.
You know.
It was take a break, take a breath, sit down, have a drink, relax. Let's just chat.
Yeah.
So we chatted last night.
Yeah, it was good. And then we had breakfast this morning, and we went out as a meal as a team and our families today. And that was
good lunch
good.
out. Yeah, nice lunch, nice meal.
You know, we've actually spent a lot. We spent more time together, than we spent with our wives over the past month.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Definitely dedicated.
Don't we know it?
Cuddle buddies.
Kickstarter friend.
So I'm going to jump into the comments now to see what you crazy folk are screaming. Malcolm built his own Rio de Janeiro, only in small scale, mate. Yeah.
Oh, I like the name, Paul Palms.
Paul, calm down. Nope, will actually sign each one himself. Yes, that is the plan. The battle plan is I'm going to section them up into like 15s. Yeah, do 15 in the morning, 15 at lunch, 15 at dinner. Yeah, that's no effort on my wrist and that sort of stuff. Yeah, and as long as I do, to be truthful, the book plate is probably the first priority to get done.
Yeah. So we have it printed and in your hands, so you can start working.
Yeah, exactly. As soon as possible. So one of the first jobs we'll be doing on the campaign is I'll be confirming the thank you message I want in it.
Yep.
Yeah, we'll confirm the graphics. Dave will get those. Probably better to get them printed locally in Stoke.
Yep, done.
Yeah, and I'll just go and pick them up.
Yep.
Yeah.
Oh, we'll just get them shipped to you.
Yeah, well, either way, we'll get them done in the UK, so they're shipped here, and then it'll be, once we're done, Dave, once we know we've gone through backer kit and we're ready to go to print, Dave will be able to tell me how many stickers I need to send to which fulfillment centre.
Yep.
Yeah, because obviously we'll have fulfillment centres around the world, so some will need stickers here, some will need stickers there.
Yeah.
You know, and so we'll take that. Yeah. The book won't be the same. No, let's get cracking. Who says there's no let's get cracking?
There'll be let's get cracking in the book.
Yeah, we were talking about it. It's either we're going to have that at the end of either the intro to a section, or the end of each build.
Yeah, crack on.
And there'll even be the odd whatchamacallit.
Yeah.
Got to keep it mellow.
Yeah, we've also what did we think about the idea of the stickers with the different words and the different proportions?
Oh yeah. Let me remember what we said about those, and we'll come back to that.
Go on.
But I was going to say that perhaps instead of calling the section like tools and materials, we should just call it whatchamacallit. Or whatchamacallit.
Whatchamacallit. Yeah. Right, we've got to be careful that we don't actually get sued by Hershey.
Oh no, we just do whatchamacallits.
Whatchamacallits.
Not whatchamacallits.
Yeah, okay.
We'll keep it
we'll change. Hershey won't be able to see that because whatchamacallit is an open name. It's not a trade. You can't trade name whatchamacallit. Because it is a phrase.
No, the Americans have trademarked trees, buildings.
But we also can't. If we were trying to put it on like chocolate bars, that'd be a problem.
That'd be a problem because it's a related thing. We're trying to copy there.
Listen, if I ever get sued by Hershey, everyone pretend I didn't know about the chocolate bars.
They should send you chocolate bars for payment for advertising.
I mean,
for
at the end of the day, I have been doing it. I have been doing the YouTube channel for 5 years and saying whatchamacallit until I got to Adepticon and realised it's an actual chocolate bar.
You actually say whatchamacallit. You don't say whatchamacallit.
Whatchamacallit.
There you go. That's what you say.
Is that what I say?
Yeah.
Text to speak. Transcriptions through your previous instructional videos. Even height, no, all this content, all the main content. There is content from the videos in it, but it's all the ancillary techniques.
Yeah.
So that when I do the Mott and Bailey stuff and we do the thatch roofs, whatever technique I do the thatch roofs in, the idea will be that there'll be a load of ancillary techniques that you can do the thatch roofs in, and those will be thumbnails and a bit of instructional text. Taken from the videos. I simply can't build and showcase every single technique. But what I can do is showcase you the best at my best at the level that I am now, and then point you to all the other sort of instructional things, from my prior videos with thumbnails and the latest information that I've learned from them, because even those videos are out of date. I mean, the stuff that I'm doing I've nicked TM Terrains, filler on the filler on the on your teddy bear fur for your roofs. Really mud roof, lovely technique, nice one, Dave.
Great one.
Yeah, and if I do use someone's technique specifically in the book, I'll make sure they get credit for it. Who I learned it from. There's a couple like that, but you give credit where it's due. Loads of people are hyped for the book. Nope, he says both. Yes, you do, Mel. Hyphenated, Mel. I was actually thinking when I looked at it, the spelling's slightly different.
Yeah.
Yeah, it is slightly different. We'll get away with it. I do want funny names for the sections and stuff like that. You know what I mean? I want to have a little bit of fun with the titles and the footers, because everything else in between is essentially got to be serious.
Oh yeah, there's a lot of technical stuff.
Yeah. Well, it's an instructional manual.
Yep.
You know, so we can have fun at the top and the bottom, but you know, the main play work, we've got to be on course.
Yep.
From sunny Prague. How do you guys feel now that the Kickstarter has smashed through all the pledges and extras?
Amazing.
He feels amazing. I feel so. I made a post earlier.
Don't be numb. Keep going.
No. Which way?
Comfortably numb.
I do feel
uncomfortably numb.
I started this campaign in shock. Yeah, and I do feel
that he's ending it in the same way.
Yeah. Well, I mean, to be truthful, yeah, all the way over the past sort of couple of days. Yeah, I think it's been fair to say that I've been psyching myself up for a big push at the end. Yep. You know, a last sort of 48-hour really get stuck in.
Yeah, well, you're playing that because you didn't think that
that we were
last
protected.
Pages weren't going to be out.
You know, and it was only like 4 or 5 days ago that
I know. In fact, Tuesday,
up.
Wednesday, you're still thinking
start of this
frame
week.
Of mind.
You know, I was genuinely thinking I might have to cut something from the book, so I was psyched myself up for it. Yeah. Thank you, buddy.
Through Super Chat.
We have screaming going on the screen. What was that?
It's people donating money directly, as well as backing the Kickstarter and doing that. It's still going up. Yeah.
They are brilliant, aren't they?
They are. So yeah, I was expecting a bit of a sort of like, right, bunker down for the final push, and it's actually been a bit.
You haven't known what to do with yourself today.
No. A lot of the medics who came back from the first Gulf War, when they went over to the first Gulf War, they were expecting. The British Army deployed 8 field hospitals out of its 10, and to make you understand this, that is a field hospital is a 1,000-bed hospital. Yeah. Now they took that many surgical and nursing staffs out of the reserves. Yeah, that the NHS had to put back their operation times for non-emergency operations by 6 months. Because pretty much half the surgical staff for the NHS were in the Gulf.
Right.
And there weren't any real chemical attacks, there weren't the mass casualties. Yep. And a load of the medics who came back actually had real problems because they'd been psyched up for so long to expect something, we've got to do this.
Yeah.
And it never happened, and there was, and they, actually adjusting back down. And I get that now.
Yeah.
Yeah, because actually coming to the end of this and actually hitting just slightly early. I mean, we hit. I don't. When did we hit? Can't remember.
210 was
Wednesday.
Thursday morning.
Yeah, Thursday morning. Yeah, we were close on the live stream on Wednesday. We were close, and I had to end the show.
Were we? You see, this is what it's been like for me.
Well, we were at the beginning of the week, and through Wednesday, we were pushing like crazy mad pushers.
Yeah.
We were absolutely hitting it.
Well, so the foliage section will be foliaged. Yeah, it will be foliaged. Clumpy stuff. You funded it on the first night, and it doesn't surprise me. It was entirely jammed. Do you know what? I must stop learning to doubt you lot. I was going to call you something else, but the sun's sitting there. Yeah, but just the level of support has been phenomenal. Yeah, and it continues. I mean, I think what's our conversion rate? Did you say it was 31%?
31% it was. Let's have a double check now.
Go on, Dave's got something for us.
And I was just going to say it was
31%.
It was yesterday morning. We passed the 210.
Yesterday morning. So yeah, we woke
yesterday
up.
Morning.
Yesterday
It was
morning.
210.
Saturday morning.
Seems longer ago than that.
I think the Wednesday we were hitting pages.
Yeah.
And the last bit was the quality upgrade. We'd push back, wasn't it?
Which was last night.
Yeah.
Which happened last night.
Yeah.
So yeah. Oh, overnight. I mean, when I say overnight, so when I woke up.
Do you guys like bonsai trees? I do.
Yeah, I love bonsai trees. In fact, Jase made us fantastic leather work dice bags with lovely bonsai trees on, and that became our misquoted battle cry at Warlords Open Day when we were playing Test of Honor.
Oh, Bonsai.
Instead of Banzai, which is
instead of Banzai,
the
we
Japanese
were screaming Bonsai.
Japanese cry. We were Bonsai,
which is kind of relevant for me, don't you think?
Yeah, Karate Kid style, but Bonsai instead of Banzai.
Newer Jack saying, just came online for a moment to say congrats, enjoy the party, can't wait to see the book. Thank you, buddy. Right, I haven't answered any questions yet. We've got 6 questions. Let's do some questions. Okay. Then Mel's going to have a walk around and in fact, I'm going to ask some questions. Oh, look, Dave's just panicked. I didn't discuss this section with it. Let's talk about Ask Dave. You're part of the team now, mate.
Where is he? Let's go get him. I'll be back.
Yeah, go find him, Dave. Go find him.
Right,
Phil, go and find him.
Right, Mike's asking, are you planning more tutorials for 1/300 scale models? That's 6mm. Please say yes. Yes, I am. I'm going to be delving into a couple of different ranges. The tutorials will be holding off for a couple of months, but the terrain won't be holding off on the channel. I'm focusing on projects for the couple of months whilst I'm working on whilst I'm working on the book stuff. The reason being is projects are a little less pressure for me terrain wise. They don't involve me having to be exactly right with what I'm saying and think about what I've got to make sure I mention in this video. They're more vlogs and you come along for the ride. So expect to see, at least over the next month while I kickstart another project, not kickstart, Jumpstart, start another. Well, I've been doing Kickstarter too long, man.
Yeah, just a bit.
I did.
He's had to taken over his whole.
The word I wanted to say was start, but because it's just become synonymous with Kickstart now. Yeah, but before I start another project that I want to get into, that you've been looking forward to, I want to just have a bit of play with my Burma build whilst I'm getting into the flow of doing the book work. Yeah, and then once I find a balance, then I'm going to dip into something that is a little bit different. So you're going to get a lot of project stuff coming to the channel over the next coming months. You will get Kickstarter updates every Sunday. That's the plan. They'll be easy to do. It's been a little struggle during the campaign because I just completely underestimated.
Just been all over the place.
Yeah, I mean,
just rammed with trying to not just trying to share the project and get it to as many people and areas, but trying to track the amount of people that share and trying to keep track of the Kickstarter.
If anyone had honestly turned around to me and said, oh, you're doing a Kickstarter? Right. Over the next 30 days, you're not going to see your kids. You're going to forget. You're going to miss your wife's birthday. You're going to miss Mother's Day. You're going to forget entirely your 19th wedding anniversary whilst you're in the house with her, and she's not going to remind you till 11 o'clock. And then she's going to come in and learn video editing to help you get the work done. Yeah, so you can at least go upstairs and have a little bit of a cuddle. Right. Yeah, you know, anniversary, you got to... Yeah, and then on top of that, fly to Ireland, fly to Chicago, coming off the back of the most horrendous 36-hour trip home. Yeah, we've already looked at flights for next year. Yeah, they're quite reasonable from Gatwick in one trip. We're booking those. Yeah, and then on top of that, take on trying to do the filming of all the tables of Salute.
Salute was hard work.
I mean, I was knackered at the end of Salute.
Salute last year was quite hard. Not in a bad way. It was just quite work tense.
It was work.
We actually got some time to chat, interviews.
We didn't this
year.
Well, but with the Kickstarter meet and greet as well, and the general meet and greet,
and the meet and greet was brilliant.
Yeah, great seeing all you guys there.
Great fun as well with the hats.
We had a good laugh with Ronnie.
We had such a nice chat with folks that we haven't met.
And then back in the office chair for so long, you know, you're physically going to break your back. Then you're going to get conquered whilst you're on the sofa and you can't move, so your back's going to get worse. If someone had told me that at the start, I'd have gone. And when Dave had gone, no matter how drunk Dave had got me last Salute, the Salute before, I'd have gone, I ain't doing a Kickstarter. Yeah. But I am so glad I've done this. Yeah, it's one of those things that, you know that when you jump into a project, you don't know, you want to do it, but you wouldn't have done it if you knew what was involved. Right. But because you're in it, you get stuck in and you just get through it.
You almost become, it's like the snowblind thing, doesn't it?
Yeah,
you almost become, the pain's there and the effort's there.
You just
and the
ignore
work
it.
You're doing, you just, you just continue bit by bit because you're like, right, I need to share this.
I
need to write this update. I need to do this. It's
literally last night,
step after
we were
step.
sitting. I calmed down a little, and this little thing came into my head. You should get stuck on with a bit of writing. You know?
Well, you should, but not then.
Yeah, well, that's the plan. That's the plan. But yeah,
11 o'clock at night is not the time to start writing the book.
No.
No.
And not
time to
until
start finishing the book.
And not until you've had this week off.
Yep.
Yeah. Well, this week is a decompress week.
Yep.
It's not just decompress; it's a recovery.
Yeah.
It's a recovery week.
But with regards to small scale stuff, yes, it is coming back to the channel. I forgot how much I enjoyed laying out small scale stuff for the scenic element.
Yeah.
It gives you an opportunity to play with scenes on a piece.
Yeah.
Like some of the best things we saw at Salute were 15, 10, or 6mm scale because it just reminds you of Epic.
Yeah.
And Epic was one of the most fun things to play from GW.
Oh, God, yeah.
Because you just felt like you were so big.
Yeah.
You were just like this giant controlling the world.
Okay, yeah. Right, Tim's asking, when will your heart rate be normal again? My heart rate's been perfectly fine. Yeah, I think the real challenge is going to be switching off from work mode.
Yeah,
and the job list. I mean, to be perfectly honest, we've done what we set out to do, and I've done what I set out to do, and what I agreed we'd do with Dave and that sort of stuff. But as the terrain shooter, I've been neglecting the channel a bit because I'm a bit too, I've got emails to jump on. Work goes on.
It's been it's been more than a full-time job, the Kickstarter.
Yeah, easily.
Just you guys. I mean, I've been.
It has. I mean, it's been 18 to 20 hours a day. And I think the real challenge isn't getting my heart rate back to normal. It's going to be adjusting back to take some bloody time off
because it's going to be finding a new rhythm.
Yeah,
it's because there's the channel, there's the book, there's and the
family.
most important part, family.
Yeah,
so it's working out a new rhythm. That's going to be fun.
Now family has worked out really well because whilst we were at Salute or in between the week in between, Kerry's been offered a change of job. And she's basically been offered school hours. What that means is basically a job fits around looking after the children, which means that she's the primary carer, but she's still working. That's going to make it so much easier for me to get into the studio, which is going to be my quiet, calm space. For getting just cracked on. So
it gives you a chance to almost like have a 9-to-5 job.
Yeah,
I mean, it fits with the children and with care.
We were talking about it, and I said I'd do 8-6 in the studio. Because that gives me a chance to warm up in the studio and just get flowing. It's going to sound a bit crazy, but being a creative person or working in any creative industry, you can't just come on and like crack on.
You can't.
It has to flow. And especially if you YouTube. Because you've got to get yourself in the right mindset, the right energy and that sort of stuff as well. And walking into the studio when it's cold first thing in the morning, it takes a little while to warm up and warm yourself up.
You need to drink, get the kettle on,
get
the studio set up.
Get the lights not only
let
on,
the lights warmed up.
But let them warm up to an actual constant stage, and that takes about half an hour. So I'm going to be going in at 8 till 6. And then when I get home, the idea is I'm going to do as I'm building, I'm going to do all the key writing bits then. And then have a refresh sort of phase when I get home where I can just sit through what I've written,
look at your
pad it out a little, readdress it, change the terminology from where perhaps if I was doing something I needed to be a bit quick on, I've just done a couple of quick bullet points to say, so I know that's there. Jase is refreshing the numbers right in front of me. I'm trying to ignore them. Right.
Stop doing that, Jase.
So that was Tim's question. We'll do another question, then I'll have a quick nose at the comments. Skinny Fat Man's asking, when I make terrain, it tends to take up a lot of space and it's difficult to store. How do you like to store your terrain so it doesn't take up too much space? Dude, there is a section on the book just for you. But because I'm so nice, if you'd like to know my prior thoughts before I advanced it for the stuff for the book, I like that. Bit of a sell. But if you go down to, I think it's Talk Terrain Design Tips. I have a video on design tips, and one of the videos is exactly on storage of terrain, and it talks about the concept of making terrain to fit your storage method. So that's actually a design element from the start.
Exactly.
And how to actually make terrain that stores well. Yeah, with what features you have to include.
Storage and transport, as anybody in the hobby knows, not just for terrain but for miniatures, it's the first place you need to start the dress properly, because that affects everything. You spend hours and hours and hours painting your miniatures, and if you haven't got decent storage, forget it. They'll get absolutely knackered straight away. And the terrain is the same. Terrain is
you can always find if you don't factor the storage in, your terrain piece will be 1 inch longer than your shelf or box.
You're gonna make it
guaranteed
25 inches long to fit into a 24-inch box.
Yeah, or it's going to be too tall for the box that you've got to transport. So you're going to have to leave it with the lid off, and then some pillar comes along, puts another box on top.
Oh god, yeah.
It's such an important stage that people so overlook.
But there's a video on that, mate. Go and have a nose. And if not, it is definitely in the book.
Yeah.
Just to ask you... Strange. No. Just to ask you...
Is that the girls upstairs?
Could be, yeah. Could
girls!
What's
is that the girls?
Your mum?
No, there's wow, 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 wow from upstairs.
Oh, sorry, yeah. Can you not hear them playing the guitar?
Really, they're playing the guitar.
Oh, bless them. Beth's over.
It's a party, folks.
Beth's over, so the girls are having a go at it. Just to ask you before we move to the next question, we had an interesting question on the live show, which you missed and I forgot to remind you about.
Okay, go on.
Is there a part in the book?
They're on the microphone and they're playing music and the drums and the microphone and singing and whatever.
We'll just roll with it.
As you do, yeah. Is there a part in the book?
And your mum's just bought more food.
Oh, lovely, just what we need. Right now. We will later, though. Modularity.
Yeah, modularity.
I said on the things that, on the comments, I'm sure it's in, but...
there's a whole 2 pages on modularity. Also, there's a bit of carry through as well.
Part of the theory of design.
Well, there's part of the theory of design then, with the groundwork, there's a section on matching it.
Right. Cool.
Yeah, but there's a little dribs and drabs through various sections because modularity actually carries across an entire build. So, it drips in a few sections, but within the design element, there's 2 pages dedicated to modularity.
And going off the back of that, there was another one about, is it going to be covered in the book about if you wanting to build a 6x4 table? Yeah,
there's tables, mats, that sort of stuff. It's not I want to be clear, there isn't a specific tutorial or build section on doing a caulking mat because it's not essential. Okay. Yeah, but it is talked about along with battle mats, tiles, and all those sort of things. Plus, once again, those sort of things drift into other sections.
Yeah. So it's
so when we talk about weathering, as you realise, I've just discovered. Hello, darling. It's me, Mum. Come here, Mum.
Hey, you're right.
Come here. No, come here. Come on. Right, just one second. Mum, I'm sorry for doubting you about funding on day 1. We read Spiked then, I blew your ears. I'm going to blow your minds with the book. But no,
Whoa.
I mean, very much like the last day before I sort of flew to Adepticon. I was in the studio spray painting a neoprene mat. I've learned something new. That will be in the book, and that's something I've learned after we launched the book. Yeah, so when I say this is really my latest, there's a section, it's like, oh, I know something new now. Yeah. There's going to be things that I do during one build of section of the book, which is going to make me go back and revisit another section. Because I'm always learning. And when I say this needs to be everything I know up to this point right now, I'm not saying right now when I wrote the notes or right now when I started the Kickstarter. I'm saying when it goes to publish, that will be... Dave, I don't know any more on those. I can't tell you anymore, or if I do know anymore, it's not really that relevant, or I'm not 100% sure on it, so I don't want to put it in the book. Yeah. So...
Well, I'm sure there's going to be instances when you're writing the tutorials, as you're going through them, and you've done one section and next section, and you're moving on to the next, and then you do something for one, you're like, would that apply to do something there?
Well,
and then you might revisit it.
Not just that. There's the where you're doing something, go, oh, I forgot that.
Right,
Do you know what I mean? And it's like, I should have put that bullet point in that section. I mean, I realised one on warping when Kez went through it and went, where's she screwing it down bit? I went, oh, I forgot that bit. You know what I mean? Yeah. Which is why I've had the notes and all this sort of stuff, and I've got proofreaders and all that sort of stuff to keep me on track. And a lovely woman.
Who's bursting still?
Yeah, we're bursting.
Still fun.
No, don't tell her we've been out for a big meal. She'll kill us.
I was that full I couldn't even manage a pudding. I've got a pudding stomach that's slightly separate to the rest.
Actually,
and I think even that got filled.
Actually,
Dave and I had the jumbo.
No,
cod and chips.
Let's be clear.
It was like.
Did Beth have a pudding?
She did.
Beth did, but she had a 15-ounce gammon steak, ate about at least 3/4.
Yeah, but what's it? Other than Beth, it was the Bose family who had the puddings on the table. We're all sitting on one row. We're all sitting there with our ice creams, and everyone else is sitting on the other side waiting.
There's 9 of us with five with puddings.
Beth was on our side.
On the other side, like, okay.
We're waiting to go. Yeah, and we've got the kids have got ice creams bigger than their heads.
The look on her face,
check it out on Facebook.
I mean,
Facebook, Kez's post.
I mean, the waiter's look on his face when he brought over this thing with 2 spoons in to share, and it was and we went, "That's for the little one."
That's for her.
not for us big blokes. We can't manage that. We've been fished up.
Right, one very quick question. Yeah, William's asking me, what OBS do you use and what editing program? I use Streamlabs OBS and I use Adobe Premiere for my editing, mate. Yeah, just technical stuff. I'll answer one more question, then I'm gonna open the comments. Yep. I'm gonna let these guys scroll through the comments, answer any they want to, or dig out any for me, and I'm gonna go warm up my hot water bottle. Yeah, and move my legs. Yeah, because we've already been here. I've already been here 40 minutes.
Oh my goodness.
Yeah, that goes quick, doesn't it?
It does.
You don't realise how quick a live show goes. You know when they say when you're having good fun and a good time, time flies?
Yeah.
Live shows are the same because we're laughing and we're interacting.
Yeah.
Yeah, you don't notice it.
Yeah, they go even quicker when you're modding them because you're trying to keep up with all the comments. Trying to keep up with Mel, keep up with the comments, feed in links that people are asking for or Mel's asking for.
Yep.
Okay, this is from Dorky Dad. I think he's the man who gave me my Adepticon pen, which is in the kitchen right now. Yeah, he's having congratulations on the great Kickstarter. It's been so amazing to see the community come together. It certainly has. Yep. Yeah, I subscribed to a couple of YouTube channels that brought to my attention because of this Kickstarter. Nice one, buddy. Excellent. Will you be signing all the boot plates with your Adepticon Super Pen? No, I don't want to wear it out, mate. I'm gonna go and I'm gonna get a box of decent Bic pens. Not cheapy pens, but decent writable pens. Yep. Yeah, on the basis that the pens are going to break before the boot plates are finished.
This is correct.
Yeah, yes. And I am not using my...
Getting a nice box of 10 or 50, at least
I'm not using my desk pen for that.
Yep.
You know what I mean? Because with no offence, I've got to get like proper refills for those, specialist refills, I think, to replace it. So, also, I want a pen that, is a little bit thicker.
Yep.
You know what I mean? So I can get a nice good signature on there rather than like a sharp line, because I don't want to crease the page with pressure.
Yep.
Yeah, so that's the plan. So I'm going to have stickers and Dad's pen box.
Yeah.
Yeah. And, well, what 4,500 by the time...
That's where we're at the moment.
You see, he's so professional. Do you notice how he adds the postfix, at the moment? Oh, shut up. Jase is pointing to figures. Yeah, I'm just looking at book plates to sign.
Yep.
$260,000.
We're almost
650% funded. And we're almost at 5,500 teammates.
Yes.
Right, another one before I take a wander from Mod Hale. Will the book also feature information cameos from other artists' friends, explaining crossover techniques from other art disciplines? No. Yeah, I've been quite a hard stone on this, and even Dave asked me this because I was a collaborator on Dave's book.
Yep.
Yeah, and my stance is I've planned out these pages because even at 176, there's still things that I've had to miss out. Yeah, now I don't want to give pages over to other artists because I don't know. You get this other thing where if you ask someone to collaborate, you can't guarantee what their work is going to be like and how useful it is, or if it's going to match what you say. Yeah, now what I don't want to do is ask, one of the other artists or great community guys and then have a bit of a ding-dong about, mate, I don't want you to say that in the book because I've said something different in chapter 3 or the exact opposite.
Yeah.
Yeah. I also don't want to be put in a position where I've got a technique in a book that I might not agree with. You know what I mean? Right. Yeah, this is a technical manual. Yeah, and with it being a technical manual with my name on it, yeah, I'm being a bit of a control freak. Now, come the future, in future books, yeah, I think I could be a lot more relaxed about it once I knew I got the space. But this is my baby. Yeah, it's my baby. Yeah, I mean, 6 pages has got his 6 pages, and he's my publisher. Yeah, and if you think another artist is having 2 for them, you've got Bob out, mate. I'm in a business relationship with this guy, and that's the only reason he's having 6 pages. Yeah, and he ain't having more. Yeah,
I'm not even gonna try.
Yeah, he's got
resigned
no
to the
hope.
fact.
Yep.
He's got no hope. Yeah, so basically, yeah, there's not going to be cameos in this one. Maybe in the future when I don't feel so pressurized and that sort of stuff. And
we've got to go through that process. We're going to go through the process. It's your first book.
It's your baby.
You see, this is why he's good at this stuff.
It's your first book, so let's go through the process and see where we're at. Who knows? Who knows where?
I mean, it might be my only book by the time I finished it.
Yep, you might go, I've had enough, Taylor.
Yeah.
Bang. I've got a book. I've done a book. I'm happy. Yeah.
I'm out of here.
Or I might turn around and go, you know that basis PDF?
Let's turn that into a book. You might do that.
We could do that. Not on this Kickstarter, though. Yeah. Well, listen, if you find a little notice when you receive your Kickstarter of an upcoming Kickstarter for a basic guide, at least you'll know the level of the quality of the first half.
Exactly. Cool.
Right, now we do have, because we've smashed through all the stretch goals, we've smashed through the final page of the show PDF.
Yep.
So every single backer is getting a free PDF, yeah. Tables and terrain.
48 pages.
Yeah, 48 pages.
Yep.
No more.
Yep.
Yeah, 48 pages from the tables and terrain of the various shows. I'm thinking 2 to 3 pages, 2 to 3 tables per page, depending on the images I've got. Now, there's a little caveat on that. I've got great images, but I got great images for video. Yeah, which means I only took a few, and you know, when you're taking photos for book, you want to get your light set up, they'll be great for a show PDF, that, you know, but I don't think that will ever become a book.
No.
You know what I mean?
The quality of the image won't be good enough for certain prints.
Yeah, they
print levels
won't be fine for print. They'll be just fine for PDF.
Yeah, fine for PDF.
Just
but,
fine on a screen.
But the basis stuff, that's all been pro photographed. You know what I mean? Yeah. Not suggesting anything whatsoever.
300 DPI.
Big camera, big shiny camera. Yeah, okay, mod for a minute. Congrats to Mel and the team. Never doubted that you'd reach at every target. I did. Yeah, I added all the add-ons tonight and can't wait to see the final project. Hit me up if you need any photography help, buddy. Well, funnily enough, Dan's quite cool, actually.
Excellent.
He was mod for a minute.
Yep.
Yeah, that Beetle Blue is got. What's the time writing to publishing? When is writing due? When is layout due? When is finalised printed files to go to printers? So my time scale is I'm aiming to be finished and pretty much everything over to Dave by end of July.
Yep.
Yeah, I've got a month's maximum wiggle room for family stuff and emergencies and stuff like that.
Yep.
Yeah, if I need to. Yeah, but my plan is end of July. Yeah. It will be, because we've hit the full book. Yeah, if we'd have only funded the smaller book, I'd have breezed through it a lot quicker than, you know, I've got a few more builds to do now. That's fine, that was still factored in. So my work technically on the book finishes in July, and then my digital work starts and will continue way into October, I reckon. Yeah, I can take my time on that. The pressure isn't off. The important one is the book. That's the time-sensitive one. So once I've got my book over to Dave here July, what's your time scale, mate?
Because it's coming through, going to be coming through in sections. I'll be able to start layout much earlier than July. So I'm looking to have as much of the layout done as possible by the end of August or early September, which gives us time to go back through it. Check it over again, correct any issues that we have, and then off to the printers, hopefully printing October. So that's what we're aiming for. We've got a little bit of wiggle room in there.
But we've got to be on task on this one.
That's what we're trying for. If it's in their hands in October and they're printing, everything should be printed by mid-November. Mid to late November. And then we can start moving around the world to get it out to backers.
Now, I want to be absolutely clear. The official delivery date on this is February. Yeah, and we're not changing that. If by any chance we get into a position to deliver it to you early, we will, yeah, but we've promised to deliver at Freb. That's when we're aiming to deliver. Do you hear what I mean? Yeah? Yeah. I think above all, I'm going to have to blow my nose in a second. I think the heat in this is making the cold decongest.
Yeah, sure, yeah.
Yeah, I think overall, one of the biggest things about this campaign and the whole planning of this is like multiple redundancies, so we deliver. Yeah, and we've got a bit of wiggle room at various points. Yeah, because Kickstarter's got a bit of a tarnished reputation in the industry with the delivery and that sort of stuff. And I've got to say, I noticed a lot of people jumping on board and saying, I was done with Kickstarter, but it's Mel. Yeah, and it's that sort of sentiment exactly why we have the plan. I mean, we had it before we did it, but we knew that was coming. We knew a lot of people are a bit jaded about Kickstarter, so with you like having the confidence to come back on, we wanted to make absolutely sure that, say, if we say it's in their hands for February, will it be? Yes, it will be in their hands for February, and we're happy with that. So that's the plan for delivery. Okay, I've got Norman's asking, as we all wait for February, Dave will be doing updates through our email addresses. Congratulations. There's two ways of updating. Official backers, combat backers, teammates. They will get updates via the Kickstarter update system and that sort of stuff.
Basically, if you have signed up and you are a backer now, even if it's $1 or all the way through the $95 level, you'll receive those updates, just as you have been over the last couple of weeks. If you
keep an eye on them.
If you aren't a backer now, but you join during the Pledge Manager, during Backer Kit, sadly, there isn't a functionality that brings everybody back in there.
Right.
So, I think this is the second part you're going to talk about. Oh, actually, no. I'm going to slide in a 1.5, which is keep an eye on either the Terrain Tutor Facebook page or the Dave Taylor Miniatures Facebook page.
Yeah.
Because we'll link those updates to there, and they'll be available for everybody to view.
Now, from my side?
Then your second, the second part.
Yeah, my side is a little bit more informal, but more regular. One of the things to keep us on task is, and to keep me on task is, every week, every Sunday, you'll get a quick vlog basically explaining what I've done that week, with regards to the book. So you can sort of like, Mel, how's the book going? Well, I've done this, I'm working on this. Is there this in this section? No, there isn't. Or yes, there is. Or, so I can answer questions and you can follow the build along. I'll be able to show you like quick sort of mobile phone photos of, look, this is my desk, and, you can see me building this.
That's going to be the fun stuff.
Yeah, and that's good. We're basically once a week, just a quick one on a Sunday. Yeah, and then if you want to ask any questions, I'll be live later that day. Yeah, so you can come in, ask questions while I'm live. So that's the sort of informal keeping up with it. But on top of that, I can also use that mechanism to also push out really important updates like, guys, backer kit's open, go.
Complete your surveys.
Yeah, complete your surveys. We're waiting for addresses, that sort of stuff. Yeah, so there's going to be a lot of feedback and a lot of tracking on this and updates, because not only do we want to stay on track, but we want to keep all you guys well appraised of what's going on. Not just in the formal, this has happened, this hasn't happened, but also, look, this is still going. And I imagine, you're going to be jumping on live shows during the week anyway and asking me and that sort of stuff, because it is going to be a proportion of my work going forward. Hello, you. Have you recovered from your big ice cream? Come on, Beth, you've got to come through. Welcome to YouTube, Beth.
Welcome back, Beth. And no, before anyone asks, there will be no more physical violence from daughter to father on this show or any other.
I make no promises.
Well, but from daughter Beth to father Jason.
From daughter Beth. Right. Right. Young lady. Bye, Felicia.
Bye.
Right. Oh my God, we have got 230 watching. Hello, folks. Right. I haven't looked at the Kickstarter page for a while. It's going to jump. It's going to jump. It's just jumped 60 since I last refreshed it.
60 backers?
60 backers.
teammates. Fantastic.
I still get confused with backers and teammates and all that sort of stuff.
It's teammates.
Right, okay, I've got another 6 questions. George is asking, so where are you taking the family for a well-deserved vacation?
Yeah.
We're thinking Poland. Yeah, go see the Thousand Lakes.
Oh wow,
it's
cool.
beautiful up there.
Excellent.
Yeah, it's a beach resort.
Right.
Yeah, we've got loads of Polish friends, so we can go over and see them.
Yeah.
And it is dirt cheap.
Excellent. Yep. Traveling and seeing friends is my favorite part of travel.
Yeah.
Really. Yeah.
It's been good having him here.
There's a lot of things you can see, but hanging out with friends is way better.
Yeah. I'm also taking Kerry away on like a surprise anniversary weekend to Ireland. She won't be seeing much of Ireland though.
Right. Oh dear.
Oh. Tom H. Wilson. Not sure how to phrase this question, Mel. Uh-oh. I want to know your thoughts on terrain makers who are not willing to share their techniques and their reaction to your YouTube and your thought about regarding your book. I see what you're getting, mate. What you're asking is there are certain people who, yeah, they are people who don't share their techniques. That's perfectly up to them, mate.
Yep.
I mean, you don't have to share your techniques if you want to. And if you've struggled and worked something out, yeah. I mean, you've got to remember, yeah, I am in a slightly different position, yeah. Generally, the terrain makers who don't share the techniques are the ones who are living off selling their terrain.
Yeah, they're trying to monetize.
They're selling the final piece.
Yeah. I make my living from teaching people to make terrain. Yeah, and there's a fundamental difference in that. Yeah. I mean, to be truthful, if I was making terrain, would I really want to let my competitors know the really quick way I figured of making it? Do you know what I mean?
Oh, yeah.
Yeah,
I know exactly what you mean.
Especially when it comes to putting food on the table. So I don't bash them for that because I can understand it completely.
Well, if you're making a product, so let's just say you're making a product you're selling on eBay.
Yeah.
You don't want to give out your secrets so that there's 1,000 other people can then sell the same product as you on eBay as easily or even cheaper than you.
Yeah, it makes perfect sense.
It's competition.
And with regards to
supply and demand, isn't it?
With regards to what do they think about how well I've done on the Kickstarter? Well, quite a lot of them have shared it. Yeah. You know,
but you're always going to get in every walk of life. People don't always like other people's success. Yeah. Always, every sort of people get jealous. Some people feel embittered about it. I've been doing it longer than Mel, and I've not got the success he's got. This, that, and the other. But that's up to them. We don't let it affect us because it's not us.
Look, at the end of the day, I came here to educate a community and to share my passion for terrain. Yeah. Now, I know for a fact that if you're a terrain maker, there's a good chance I've helped your business more than harmed it.
Right.
Yeah, because I know from the amount of terrain makers who've approached me. Yeah, one of them actually gives me donations, and he calls it his research and development fund.
Nice.
Yeah. At the end of the day, yeah, that's why I'm here. If you can use the technique, hell, if you can use the technique I use, or I've come up with to make terrain and game, great. If you can use it to feed your family, that's outstanding. Just don't forget me. You know, jump on Patreon. You know, like, if you're on Patreon, I'm fine with that. Yep. You know what I mean? I am your research and development department. Yep. Works to a treat for me. I actually discovered, that's part of the Warlord staff training program. Yep. They are directed to my channel to watch.
Nice.
Yeah. So you know how like they mirror the GW thing where staff are expected to know how to make terrain.
Right. Yep.
Yeah. I'm their training manual, which explains why when I go to Warlord, everyone knows me. Yep. I mean, I go to some companies and generally, like, you know, the media guys will know me, the terrain makers will know me, but there'll be other people in the company who've got no idea who I am. If I go to Warlord, it's even like the accounts woman knows me.
Awesome.
Yeah, so that's the question on other terrain makers. Kat. Dave, will you be back on painting Little Happy Minis on Tuesday, or do we need to wait till Thursday?
I will be back on Tuesday.
Oh, he's proficient. I'll be sleeping on Tuesday.
Dedicated.
In fact, I know what I'll be doing on Tuesday. I won't be live streaming or doing anything, so I'll be on the sofa, resting my back, trolling him as hard as I...
You'll get to watch me. That'll be great. Actually, it's funny. No, I'll be back on Tuesday.
Yeah.
My flight gets in at 7 o'clock Monday night. So Tuesday, actually next week, Rick is off. He's off on a senior management retreat, talking about the future of...
Is that what they're calling it?
It's on a cruise.
Yeah, we know that.
He's currently on the world's largest ship.
Did you see the photo from his room?
That's amazing.
With the water slides.
Yeah.
It was like, yeah, that's our next Kickstarter planning meeting.
Oh, I wish. But no, so Rick's out. So on Tuesday, it's going to be myself, Jeff Jenkins, aka Rogue Shader.
Yeah. And
we're going to have a special guest, John Kovaleski from Monster Fight Club.
Yeah, yeah.
You remember the guys Adepticon who had the
plastic trees?
The plastic trees and the pre-painted plastic trees. So he's coming up. Their Kickstarter starts on...
Wait. They're pre-painted?
They're going to come pre-painted.
Really? I didn't realise they were pre-painted.
Hard plastic pre-painted.
They're really nice. Monster Fight Club, guys. Go check them out. They've got a Kickstarter.
Starts on Wednesday.
Yeah. I'll give it a shout out anyway, but... It's brilliant stuff for club terrain.
Oh, it's fantastic, yeah.
Yeah, because it's hard plastic, really detailed, and the trees are like plastic armatures, and then like a plastic cap.
Yeah.
But you can flock them up and everything, but I didn't realise they were pre-painted as well.
Yeah. So they're going to be... John's going to be coming on the show on Tuesday, and we're going to be messing around with some of the things, doing some repaints and accentuating some of the...
Right, yeah.
The things. So yeah, that's going to be exciting. So, the terrain doesn't end for me either.
Ask him if he needs a book.
I think he's already backed.
He has backed, to be truthful.
But so that's going to be fun. So that'll be on Tuesday, and then Thursday it'll be myself and Gretchen, and I think we're painting some WizKid stuff.
That sounds like a plan.
Yep. No rest for the wicked cat.
Beetle, my mate Sean is asking, will there be a number 1 on the spine of the book so books can sit on the shelf in the series? I'm not answering this question because we have had discussions.
Yeah.
And I've come up with my answer that Dave doesn't know yet.
Oh,
yeah.
I think I can guess it.
Yeah, go on.
No.
Yeah. My answer is I will make that decision as one of the final decisions.
Yep.
Yeah, because at the end of the day, I don't know if I want to do book 2. Yeah, because 1, I don't know what it's like to write a full book.
Right, book 1.
I might go through it, say, all right, I've done it, but to be truthful, I prefer the videos.
Yep. Yeah, I don't want to do it again.
I don't want to, I don't want to do it for a long time.
I have done my Magnus Opus.
Yeah, you know what I mean.
And I want to leave the other Magnificent Octopuses to somebody else.
Yeah. So I don't know if I definitely want to do a book. So putting 1 on it, sort of preempts that.
Fortunately, though, we'll have a little window of time.
Yeah.
Between when you finish writing it and when you decide that just after that, we'll have a little window of time where we can put it on if we need.
Yeah. But yeah, there is. To be truthful, when we discussed it, I went for the idea. Well, we could have 1 tree on one sleeve, and then we could have like 2 trees on the next one,
and then 3 rocks,
and then 4 castle with 4 turrets.
Rather than number 1, what you should do is start to build a word. What you call it?
So
when they're all together on the spine on the shelf, it will be when you've got them all.
So basically, after Mel quits at book 3, you'll have the What series.
What? Yeah.
What?
Fair enough.
Yeah.
What happened to the rest of my books? But yeah, we have talked about it, and like I say, it's an open question until we deal with this one, guys. Yep. Yeah, Papa Rain, congratulations. First now wanting to use heather for thatched roof on a Highland cottage. Is it safe, or what do I need to do to make it safe? As in it won't have bugs and stuff. Heather, you've got to be careful with, mate, because heather is a ground foliage, and in the Highlands, they become like micro ecologies.
Yeah, okay.
A bit like tussocks. You know your grass tufts that we put down?
Yep.
They're called tussocks. But biologically, there's over 1,000 different species of bugs just in each individual one.
Right.
So they tend to be a bit bio-heavy. You want definitely hit it where you want to dry it out completely. Take off all the earth you can.
So you want to put it.
Sorry. There's a professional ecologist bobbing up and down. What?
Dom's just had another message. Rescue.
No. This is my life.
I know.
No. No.
It's a koala.
Do you need to go upstairs?
9 5-day-old puppies.
No, we're not having 9 5-day.
Maybe bottle fed.
No.
Oh. Yeah.
Duck, you've got me to look after.
Yeah, you've got the big puppy.
4 puppies in you.
No.
2.
No.
1.
No. Okay, understand. Yesterday we had rats. We agreed to rats. Yeah, we haven't got the rats yet, but we agreed to rats. There was a husky on the cards yesterday, but I said no. Yeah, and
these are tiny tiny little 5-day-old puppies.
Do you know what?
But
with how emotional you'll feel about them, yeah, you should be able to sell this to somebody else. Darling, I've been married to you for 19 years. Those eyes do not work on me like that. You got more chance wearing lingerie, my love.
Come on, 9's too many for Dom Handle on his own.
Duck, we can't have a litter of puppies in the house.
Ozzy would love them. Ozzy
No!
would be okay. You would have to feed him for a week.
This is my life. This is really what my life is like.
Well, I'm going to have to keep coming to your house then.
Yeah, you can help Dom at his house.
You can go and be a surrogate mother.
Yeah, say hi, Dom.
Hi, Dom. Social awkwardness passing through. Right, going back to the heather. Yeah.
Okay.
9 puppies.
So you put it in. I'm not going to put 9 puppies in an oven. I'm going to put heather. We're
Yeah.
Heather in.
We're going to put a heather in an oven. You're going to bake it at 200 degrees. In fact, no, put it in the oven after you've done a Sunday roast. If you're killing the bugs off in dirt, it's 200 degrees for 30 minutes.
Okay, really.
Yeah, but that'll destroy the heather.
Right.
Dry it out, get the excess dirt off it. Yeah. You're then going to have to spray it with an antibacterial side and an antifungal side. You can get a good mix of one. Yeah, basically a kill it all spray at the at the DIY store in the garden department.
Right.
Give it a spray of that. Once that's all settled, yeah, get it on your roof and seal it and make it airtight. So seal it with a matte varnish, not PVA. It's an organic thing. It will react to moisture. So if you put it in the garage, it will soften. The PVA will actively attract moisture because of its density. That'll soak into the heather. The heather will start to like moss and rot and all that sort of stuff. So you can use it, yeah, but dude, just go buy some terry toweling. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah.
Or sculpt it out of clay. If you really want to go down the heather route, yeah, it's definitely doable.
Right.
Okay? But it requires work. It requires work in prep. It requires extra work during the process, and it requires consideration in storage.
Yep.
Yeah. Otherwise, ultimately it's going to ruin your terrain, mate.
Yep.
Stuff like that's in the book as well. There's a lot of stuff in this book.
There's a lot of stuff in this book. Good job. There's 176 pages, isn't it?
Yep, exactly.
Right, my mate Tanya. Will the book affect the regular YouTube show releases for TTT, Mel? A little, just in the style of the content. Like I said earlier, I'm going to be doing more project stuff and less dedicated tutorials. Now, there is another reason why I want to step back from doing the hardcore tutorials. That's because once I finish writing the book, I get funds in various stages and that sort of stuff. As projects go on and that sort of stuff. That's the point where I'm getting my 4K cameras. I haven't got the time to sort of watch a deep delve into studying 4K until the book's finished anyway. So that's my summer jobby. Yeah, but the idea of doing tutorials when I know I'm getting 4K cameras in a couple of months, it doesn't make sense. Do you know what I mean? Yeah, so from my point of view, tutorials are going to go on hold, and then when they come back, they'll be in a much higher quality. Yeah, because they'll be on 4K cameras.
The one thing you probably can expect is a bit more sort of vloggy type stuff.
Yeah, my project.
That sort of
we've
thing.
already said that's what we're focusing on.
And a few more
quick tips and stuff like that, little
that
things.
Sort of thing,
that's what. But it'll only just be until we roll into the summer anyway. So, it's not a complete change of channel direction.
No.
Yeah. And to be perfectly honest, I think if we do a future book, I think, knowing how well this one funded, I would have the confidence to put a lot more work into the actual build side. Yeah, so that at least the book that we're asking to be funded is already written. Yeah. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah.
And then it's just the extra stretch goals I'd have to work on. Yeah. Moving forward. That would make sense to me. Yeah. With this one, a lot of the planning is done, a bit of the fleshing out, but there was a reluctance to spend time on building stuff when I wasn't even sure we were going to be funded.
Right, yeah.
You know what I mean? But we can plan that a bit better, so future books won't influence the channel as much as well.
Yeah. But as we say,
that's in the future.
Yeah, future. That's for another day.
Right, I'm coming up with a few more questions left, so I'm going to finish these and then... will the PDF work on most major cell phones? Only access I have.
Yes.
There you go. I can't see any reason why not, mate.
Yep.
If it's a PDF, it'll open.
It'll open. One of the things that we want to do with the PDF is really push to make sure we use all the functionality of the format. So make it much easier to flip back and forth around between keywords. Improve searchability, that sort of thing. I've got a few people that are ready to be working with on that.
Yeah.
And we'll be able to basically make sure we have the most of that, and we'll make sure it works on. Oh my goodness!
5,500 teammates.
They're both doing other things.
Woo!
But yeah, our plan is to have it functional on all platforms.
Dave knows this stuff.
£200,000. 5,500 teammates.
5,500 teammates.
Goal after goal after goal.
Well, that's a lot of books to be sold.
Yep.
That's a lot of books to be printed. Oh, do you know what? Yeah, we were talking about this, weren't we?
Right.
Yeah. I didn't realise how many books it was until Dave turned around over breakfast yesterday and you went, do you realise that's 8 pallets?
Oh, that was breakfast this morning.
Oh, right. How many
Days
pallets are we up to now?
That's probably 9 pallets now.
9 pallets.
9 pallets of books. And sorry, just noticed in the comments, Kez said, tell Kez it's the puppies or Poland. You can't do both. He's not going to do that because Kez would say the puppies.
Yes.
Yeah, every time.
Yeah, every time.
Yeah.
I'm married to an ecologist.
Ecologist would think puppies first.
A lot of people will have been watching this feed and going, look at how harshly he's reacting. You understand, that's the 3rd set of animals in 24 hours.
Yep.
Dave's witnessed it.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah. The first set, I didn't even get a choice. They were just...
No, it's just happening.
Yeah, Kez tells the kids, once the kids are told, you can't go back on it.
Yep.
Yeah. Then what came for the plea for the husky that needed rescuing, and that was like, no. Yeah.
Yep.
We've already got a long-haired dog. Yeah.
Yep.
And then, obviously, as you've just literally seen, during a live show, walk straight in.
Yeah, you can't say no. You can't say no on a live stream.
Oh, I can say no.
Yeah.
Trust me, I can say no.
9 puppies sounds like not fun.
Delhine said it's interesting what you can do with dog hair. There'd be a lot.
I've already got a lot of dog hair. I've got an Yeah, that's true. It's tumbleweeds every morning. Right, what I'm going to do right now is I need to get up. I've been sitting here for over an hour and it's not going to be good on my back, guys, as we go into the last 2 hours of this Kickstarter.
Yeah. Have you got any questions left?
Well, what I want you to do now is I'd like you to prefix your questions with a question either to Dave or to Jase. Yep. Yeah. And ask them. I just want to take a quick 5-minute break. I want some fresh air. I need to move round. Yeah. Yeah. So, right. Chat's there. Don't touch this. Yeah. Questions are there. Yeah, and you're just moving forward there. Now, very quickly, there's a question there from Dorky Dad. Yeah.
Kickstarter and shipping.
And Dorky Dad's saying, I did not make your pen. That's okay, mate. It's still a nice pen. Yeah, but that's one for Dave, I think.
Yeah.
Okay. Cool.
Yeah, so I'm going to...
Do you need some help?
Yeah, I could do that.
There we go.
Oh, that's lovely.
The old men's club.
Go get some fresh hot water in that.
Yeah. Cool. Right, I'll leave you with these two awesome gentlemen. Ask more questions.
Shall we start?
I'm quite interested to hear them.
Yeah.
Question regarding the Kickstarter and shipping. Any idea what the latest for including shipping info will be?
That's a good question. Basically, it's a question there because you say it's a 50-50 chance of relocating close to February 2020, but we're not addressed until that time. Basically, if we're lucky and we have no delays, we'll be shipping earlier than February, so you should be fine. But keep an eye on the updates. We'll send out things saying if you have any problems with that. No, I'm good at the moment. Actually,
juice or beer or cider?
I might have a cider. Yeah,
cider?
let's go for cider.
Do you want a cold drink?
No, I'm alright, thanks, Cass. Thank you.
But we'll be sending out updates, and there'll be an email address, my email address, that you can send any concerns to.
I saw a question that was on Friday night's live show.
Yep.
To the US guys, that was, what's the possibility of the book being shipped before Christmas? I said at the time, we're saying February at the moment.
Yep.
But that really leads into a question: is if and when the book is ready to be shipped, will it be shipped there and then, or will you say, if we're this close to Christmas, we'll perhaps just wait till after Christmas because of the nightmare that Christmas can cause. So in other words, the book won't necessarily ship exactly when it's ready to ship.
It's going to be a tough one. It's going to have to be played by ear as we're going through. If we can get it done earlier, we'll get it done earlier, and we'll ship as soon as possible, really. Basically, with my book last year, we had a delay with slipcases.
Yeah.
It was actually added an extra month to the production time, which put it... Cool, thank you very much. Ooh, let's pop that there. But that added an extra month's production time, which meant that it shipped from the printers in basically the week of Christmas. It was like the week before Christmas, and then when it should have made it across Europe in 4 days, it took 10 days to make it across Europe, which meant that it missed several ships that were heading to the US and caused a whole bunch of issues. So I just want to... There's a timing thing to avoid in there. But
I think the person probably asking the question was from your book's experience.
Yeah, I need a wee.
Yep.
Kind of thing.
Well, so we're good. We're good.
Yeah.
So basically, if you're going to be moving or anything like that, you'll be able to change your address on the back of kit up to a certain point. We'll probably lock those addresses down once we've got a very clear idea of when we're shipping.
Yeah.
At the moment, we can't really predict it.
No, that's fair enough.
Yeah.
Fair enough. A few more questions.
Okay,
from Mod Hale. Will the book remain available post-Kickstarter? Have you considered having a spare or perhaps having a second, third printing for those who will start diving into terrain in the coming years who have missed the Kickstarter?
Yep, the book will remain available. We will have... when we print for the Kickstarter... backers will also be printing for distribution. We've got Warlord Games on board. We have Alliance Game Distributors in the US. They're the largest distributor into all of the hobby and game stores and that sort of thing. So we've got definitely other conversations are being had to spread it to other distributors around the world. We'll be talking with model railroad distributors as well.
Yeah.
Particularly in Europe and in the US. So yeah, we plan to have it on sale, and if we get to a point where we need a reprint, we will certainly pull the trigger on a reprint.
Cool.
That's it. Basically, part of the funding for this goes into a little
bit of future.
Yeah, just to make
future
sure
proofing and future expansioning, as it were.
Exactly, so that we can make sure that we have it on sale. It's one of the things we were looking through a whole bunch of terrain books today, and I was like, oh yeah, this book was great, but we couldn't get it after the first printing.
Yeah.
So we want to make sure that it's available for years and years to come.
Tim Albers, Dave, how does it feel to have your own book being blown out of the water by Mel's Terrain Bible?
That's funny. I've had quite a few people ask me that, and it's great. How's it feel? Great.
Success is great.
Success
whatever
is
its form.
Exactly. Terrain is there's a number of factors, I think, that factor into the difference in the number of sales or the size of the Kickstarter or anything like that. Mine is a book about painting wargaming collections, and it's not a here's how to do it. It's a here are my thoughts on it. So it's kind of it's a philosophy book in a way. It's a project management book about toy soldiers. So it's fairly esoteric, and it's not going to have... It has a big audience, but it's not going to have as big an audience as Terrain, just straight up Terrain. So if I'd personally done a Terrain book, that would have blown my previous book out of the water for sure. But again, going to Mel and working with Mel on this as the Terrain tutor, Mel definitely knows what he's talking about and is going to create a fantastic book, and everybody knows that. So the response being like orders of magnitude higher than mine, that's fine. That's only if it didn't happen, then that would have been that would have been a different concern. Issue. There would have been a concern about it.
Yeah, and the other thing to remember as well.
To be perfectly honest, if that didn't happen, it'd be a concern for me as well.
Oh, for sure, yeah.
You know what I mean?
That's what I mean. Yeah.
and the thing to remember as well is, though Dave's well known and very well respected within the community, he hasn't got a profile perhaps outside of the inner circle of the community, like the manufacturers, the companies. Whereas Mel's almost the opposite. His profile in the community is massive because he puts himself on YouTube 2, 3, 4 times a week.
Yep.
so it's a different exposure.
Yeah.
It's exposure, as it were.
But, who are you telling I was expose myself to?
Nobody.
But you've got to remember that Mel's book is successful not just because of Mel, but because of Dave and what he's gone through on his book, making sure that mistakes he might have made in his book, Kickstarter, weren't repeated here.
Yep.
Pushing Mel, keeping Mel on track, being pushed to get the updates done in time for when they needed, because that's been a struggle sometimes. Because you guys have just blown things along so quickly that Dave's had struggle to keep up sometimes.
It has. I have, yeah. And I've had to
crazy.
Sleep. Yeah, I've tried to sleep as well.
Yeah.
Mel, not so much.
Yeah.
No. We haven't had this one.
We're not had this one.
Yep.
Oh, yeah. Dave and Jase, what are you doing to keep Mel grounded after this?
I'm going back to America.
Yeah. He's running away.
You buggers, you're leaving it to me, aren't you?
It'll be Kez and Jase.
He's running away, and I'm sure not just myself, but Kez, Jase, the kids, everybody to do with Mel will help keep him not only grounded, but
and excited,
spirits
and
up.
Spirits up, yeah.
Because there'll always be that little down after such a big project and it's finished. And like we were discussing just earlier, most of Mel's life at the moment has been responding to comments, has been pushing the book on Facebook, has been reaching out to everybody he knows and thanking people, and everybody contacting him and answering all the comments, emails. Not just that, but checking Kickstarter every half an hour because it becomes addictive. He said after tonight, tonight we've got the party and everything will be all entertained, but then tomorrow, and he's coming down, there will be a bit of a down because a big part of your life for a month, 18 hours a day, has been the Kickstarter.
For the past month, that's all it's been.
For 30 days, it has been the Kickstarter.
Right, what's our cat asking?
So,
Cat says, Cat's catching a whole bunch of the questions in the comments that we aren't seeing.
Brilliant.
So many
comments are flying.
Yeah. Many are asking when the PDF will be available. The PDF will be available, basically all the digital content, so the book as a PDF, the basing guide PDF, and the show tables PDF will all go out basically as soon as we start shipping the physical books.
Yeah.
That day I can hit a button and Backer Kit will send emails to everybody.
Basically there's going to be a few of you who have backed book and PDF.
Yep.
Don't look at the PDF if the book's coming, because if you've got the PDF, the book is literally on its way within, a very short period of time.
I mean, look at it, check it out, but you're still going to be blown away by the book when it actually, the physical book.
Don't spoil it. Save the PDF.
Look at my 6 pages.
Then stop.
They're going to be sweet.
Yeah.
So yeah, it's going to be at the same time. We didn't want to do something. Two things. We want to spend the time on the PDF, making sure we've got all that functionality in it. And we also don't want to. We don't really want to try and differentiate. We're creating the aim was to create a physical book that people can pick up and read and sort of have in their hands.
Companion. Companion.
Yeah, a terrain building companion. PDF is a little bit different. Sometimes I think people think that it's easy and it's not as valuable. We want them to arrive at around the same time, so that we can all be excited about it at the same time as well. But
that's the plan.
Yeah.
So PDFs roughly the same time as the book, guys. Yep. You've also got to remember, we're working on the PDFs whilst the book's being printed and that sort of stuff. So practical delivery times. It's not like we've finished the PDF and we're holding it off for 6 months.
Yeah. Be worked on. Hello.
Mum said that it's okay. Well, my mum did. You don't have an opinion in this, Dad.
Right, okay.
You're not a parent at the moment.
You do, though, mate.
Can Beth have a sleepover?
Yeah, anytime.
Tonight?
It won't be tonight. But we can, when the holidays, we can probably
over the next week or two, definitely.
Yeah, we can arrange something in the holidays.
Mum said yay for tonight.
Well, Beth hasn't got anything with her at all.
I have clothes.
You're like a foot short.
We'll definitely do it over the next 2 weeks.
We'll do it over the holidays. Next 2 weeks, but
100%.
Not tonight, darling, okay? Not tonight.
Dad, where's that water that we brought?
Just
we can be on YouTube, but we're still
we're still family. Yeah. One for Dave. Hi, mate. This is from Glenn S. where's the best place to source your Hordes book in Australia, or is there a preferred online source?
Okay, at the moment, I'm not sure when Warlord Games are going to be making the next shipment to Mighty Ape. MightyApe.com.au have had the book. I think they're out at the moment, but check them first. And then after that, probably warlordgames.com is the next best online source for you to go to.
Yeah.
Okay. So, yeah, that's what I'd suggest, Glenn. Thank you. I appreciate it.
Okay.
Okay, right. Question for me. Mel, have you ever used a product called Vinamold? Apparently it's a red hot, pourable, reusable mold making rubber used for plaster, so any hints or tips? To be truthful, this falls under a whole bunch of reuse. Is it Ushiru? There's the clear gel one that you throw in the pan, warm up, and you can do press molding with it.
Okay. Yeah, I'm not sure what it's
called. It went round about 10 years ago. It was a bit of a rave thing.
Yeah.
Yeah, basically any soft plastic you can heat up. You can do it with hot glue. Yeah.
There is a product out there that you can just warm up, and that's the more prominent one. I can't remember what it's called now.
Yeah. They are good. They will pick up if you're pouring plaster in them, they will pick up plaster over time and it will become unusable.
Yep.
Yeah. Or more importantly, the plaster will get embedded and you'll start to notice that your molds start to take a texture.
Yep.
Yeah, it'll pit the surface. So that's something to be aware of. Yeah, generally they're really handy, yeah, for if you need to make a quick mold of like a plastic bit from a model kit that you'd like to add to your scenery.
Yep.
Yeah, obviously copyright and all that sort of stuff applies.
Yep.
But, you know, they are useful for that. The fact that it's reusable, great. You know, you can buy it, stick it on the shelf, and, you know, it should last you as a tool rather than a material.
Yep.
But at the same time, you don't need to go down that route. You can make molds out of hot glue. Cover the piece in in Vaseline.
Okay.
Yeah, so it doesn't bond.
Yep.
Yeah, and then just cover it in hot glue, and you've got a hot glue mold that you can pour anything into.
Right. Okay.
Another one is silicone sealant.
Yep.
Yeah, you can just literally put a piece down. You don't even have to cover that.
Yep.
Yeah, as long as it's not silicone.
Yep.
Yeah, because that's the only thing that silicone will stick
to.
Yeah,
right.
As long as it's not silicone, you just go over with silicone sealant, bit of a glove, tab it down.
Okay.
Yeah, and you can literally, once it's cured, you can peel off and you'll have a silicone mold.
Right.
Yeah, and that works really well as well. Yeah, so you don't need the reusable stuff, but it is handy to have. The one thing I'd say is, yeah, don't do what I did. Buy it and then realise you've got nowhere to really warm it because you haven't got a stove.
Right.
Because you've got to put it in a pan of boiling water to warm it up.
Yeah.
Now we've got the best that, you know, I was trying my best to sort of like fill a bowl full of hot water, from the kettle in the studio and stick it in the microwave. The stuff does not respond well in a microwave.
No.
Yeah, do not put it in a microwave to warm it up. It does not work out well.
The more you know.
Yeah, break down the molecular structure. Yeah.
Well, it's not that, it creates bubbles in it.
It breaks it down, doesn't it? That's what it basically does.
So, you know, you need to warm it on a stove with a pan. So if you're working away from your home and you have a studio like me, or you don't have access to a stove, or at least a camping stove, go with the cheaper methods of squirting the silicone or just using hot glue, mate, because the palaver you'll have to go through to get the stuff Nan's Curry's here, yeah. Can you shut that door for me, please, Corb? Yeah, the palaver you'll have to go through to get the reusable stuff in a usable state is less palaver than getting the silicone glue gun out.
Right.
And just,
it's giving us that.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Yeah, so...
Cool.
Kat, one for Dave. Other than Ironheart Artisans, where else is your book available?
So Ironheart Artisans, that's my mate Alex in the US. It's available on his website. If you're in the US, you can get it through your local store. They can order it from Alliance Game Distributors. Terrain Essentials will be going through Alliance as well. If you are in the UK, the EU, or anywhere that buys from Warlord Games, so Warlord Games carry my book, and they'll carry Terrain Essentials as well. So you can get it on the Warlord Games website. And we're talking with a couple of people in Australia to also carry Terrain Essentials.
Yeah.
So we'll see where that sort of ends up, but. Keep an eye on the mightyape.com.au site there. So they're the main places. So website-wise, ironheartartisans.com, warlordgames.com, and mightyape.com.au.
What I'll also do is I'll include those links as part of the standard text for the vlogs.
Yeah.
Yeah, because obviously that's where my book will become the first available through, because you've got established your trading with those.
Yep.
Yeah, and also if you just want to email those companies and just say, look, you know, when it comes out, I'm going to be ordering a copy. It might help them, you know, make sure they have enough copies with pre-order. You know, if they get 100 emails saying, look, I didn't jump on the Kickstarter, I missed the backer kit, I want in. And this will be something much later in the project.
Yep.
But, you know, we'll put a mechanism in that you can let those people know in advance, that even ask them about, look, can you put a little something up for pre-orders? To judge pre-orders.
For the release date.
Yeah. Because, to be perfectly honest, I know my numbers, I know my crowd, and I got bowled over by the response to this. Yeah, I've learned never underestimate this community.
Yep.
Yeah.
And, if you want the book when it comes to retail, do what Mel says. Yep. Contact your suppliers. We've just said Warlord in the UK, EU. In the US, contact.
If you want through the store, Alliance, game distributors, all of the
Ironheart Artisans.
Yep.
Also, and possibly in the Oz.
MightyApe.com.au.
If you contact those guys, because nothing worse. Like, in our hobby, we know these sorts of things when you get shortfalls, especially if you do D&D. If the books come out and you want the book, and then the short run, so it sells out quick, and you've got no way to interact with the company to express your interest, we're saying do that.
Yep.
Express your interest so that they can try and have a right number fulfillment for you guys that want to buy it at retail.
Exactly. Okay, next one is PDF Beetle. Asking, will the PDF support layers? Will you utilize the layers tool in PDF to be able to layer and unlayer terrain as part of the utility of the program? That's something I'll be discussing with my PDF guy. I do basic PDFs, but we're talking a lot with a guy called Josh Aitken in Canada, and we'll be talking a lot about making the most of this PDF.
Yeah.
So I don't have the answer for you directly now. But during the process,
you got enough poppadons
we'll be coming up with that.
We'll have some idea.
Yeah. I've created a lot of PDFs, particularly for printing.
Yeah.
So usually they're flattened, but we'll talk about that.
Cool.
Right, we've got caught up on the questions.
Hooray!
We are. Go on, refresh. How many teammates now? Another 25.
Yep.
With 92 minutes to go. Right. We need a target.
No, we don't. We don't.
Well, we've got a goal to announce.
Oh well, I thought our goal was survive.
Yeah.
Both physically and mentally until 10 minutes to go.
I'm not sure I can do that.
You want to announce it? Or should I announce it? Or should we wait until then?
Announce it together.
I'll tell you what.
Let's give it 30 minutes.
Look, no, at the end of the day, every reward and everything on this bloody Kickstarter you've announced. You might as well not break a bloody change. You announce it.
Yes. Radio.
Go on, announce it now.
Announce it now, and then I have to run over to my laptop and change the image. So
why change the image?
Well, I've got an image for the front of the Kickstarter,
yeah.
which has the little thing. So yeah, we talked about it. Some people have asked about bookmarks, and people were talking about maybe doing like a little cardboard bookmark as an add-on and that kind of thing. What we'd like to do, well, what we're going to do.
We are going to do this.
So, in my book, right at the end, basically right at the end, people were saying, "Oh, why don't you have a stretch goal for a ribbon bookmark?" And I was like, "That'd be fantastic." I don't know if my printer does those or not. And this is on the Friday night. And it's like, he's not back in until after the campaign finishes, so I'm not going to promise it. But I discovered that he could. So, in my book, there's a ribbon bookmark.
Yeah.
Which allows us. Oh, look. Cunning.
Cunning, just on the right
ribbon
page.
Bookmark is on the Mel Bose page.
How coincidental.
Terrain collections.
It's like it was all
There's the only
planned.
terrain bit in the whole book. Look, it sounded a bit familiar.
There's a bit later on that I talk about terrain. Anyway, so what we're going to do is, because there are a lot of elements to it. So there's the tools, materials, core techniques, and then the builds. Having 2 bookmarks is going to help people a lot more flipping back and forth around the book. So we're just going to add 2 ribbon bookmarks to every physical.
Yeah, that's right. We have got 100% more bookmarks than his page. My book is a better quality book than Dave's book.
Yep.
Yeah, and my publisher agrees with that.
It better be. Or or I'm just treading water, right?
You are treading water.
I'm going to make sure that
every
every book is going to be better. Oh, Glenn Sefford just said he just bought Armies, Legions, and Hordes from Mighty Ape.
Nice one, buddy. Nice one.
Oh, and Kat Swift said, and the grown-up prevails again. Thanks, Dave. Oh.
Yay. What do you mean by that, Kat?
I don't know.
Come on, you got an image.
Yeah. Okay, I'll do that.
I get to boss him on this.
Work.
Kickstarter updates it. His remit.
Oh, am I doing... No, we're not
Well, no, but you need to update the image, don't you? So they can see my 2 ribbons.
Mm. 2 ribbons, Mal.
It's going to be the image in front of the video.
2 ribbons.
The image in it's the video thumbnail, is it? Very nice. Yeah. This looks a bit weird. I don't care. I'm in pain. But we are sticking this through. I think we are 90 minutes to finish, aren't we?
90 minutes before the end of the Kickstarter.
Made pancakes, egg and potatoes, and you're up another 5k. Grats. It's been a bizarre... I mean, we went to dinner, and it was like we were having courses and surprising it ourselves with, the continuous...
In between each course, yeah, like...
Nice one, Westy.
Hi, Westy.
Right, we've got any more questions coming in? Got another question. Let's have a look at this. Ironheart Beetle. For Dave, looking at the Ironheart website, there is Dave's books and 5 PDFs. Are the PDFs from the book, or are they separate? Should we get them all?
There is one PDF that is the book. It's a PDF of the book. There are 3 PDFs that are called bonus photo PDFs.
Yeah.
Each of those has photos from that particular genre. So there's sci-fi, there's fantasy.
So you're expanding a section from the book?
Oh no, it's photos that didn't make it into the book.
Right, okay, yeah.
So it's photos of things that are already in there.
Yeah.
But just more photos.
Yeah, more examples.
Armies. Yeah. More examples from those armies. And actually, I think in each of them there are a few pages of projects that didn't make it into the book. And then the fifth one is the Tanith painting guide.
Mm.
So in the book there are 5 armies based on the Gaunt's Ghost series by Dan Abnett. And there's a painting guide for each of those.
Right.
So if you wanted to try one of those yourself, that's in the Tanith painting guide PDF.
So on the Ironheart Artisans website, you've got the book, you've got the book in PDF version, you've got the 3 PDFs, which are the bonus photos of the stuff which didn't quite make the book, but Dave wanted to include if he'd have the space. Yeah, and then the final PDF is a painting guide for the Tanith armies that are in the book.
Correct.
Right, there you go. Hope that helps, Rusted. That's all my questions. Into the comments. Make sure the book smells like corking fill and hot glue when you open it. No, it's going to smell like a freshly printed book.
You could do scratch and sniff. Remember the old scratch and sniff stickers? We used to have them as kids when we collected them. Everyone liked the freshly mown grass and all that sort of thing.
This is what I have to work with now.
Thanks for the follow.
Right, it's 86 minutes.
Yeah, 86 minutes to go.
And it is just...
going up.
That's silly. Thank you. I've got a new camera position since I've moved my monitors, and I'm finding where I'm looking where I used to look.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Look up, Mel. Look up.
Look up. Today has been a better day than all of yesterday.
Wow.
Yep.
I can't see
today's the second best day of the campaign overall.
Yeah. So the best was the first, and the second best was the last. And everything in between was a bit of a blur, to be perfectly honest.
Everything in between was absolutely awesome too.
It was.
An awesome blur.
Yep.
It was like a psychedelic trip blur.
It has been a hell of an adventure, guys.
Yeah, it has felt just like the early 90s.
Yeah.
I was in the army. I wouldn't know.
Good, Ebenezer good.
I did it. Loads of people are saying thank you, way to go. And a wooden spoon for Mel, please. Jim. I could do with a wooden spoon. We will become the 2 ribbon army. So my full name is Drag Mel 2 Ribbons Bose.
Drag Malkini 2 Ribbons Bose.
That 2 ribbons is going to follow me round.
Well, the reason I'm going with 2 is because the mankini looks like 2 ribbons.
Yeah, it looks like 2 ribbons on a mankini. Spot on.
I'm not posing nude, and you're not draping these things over me.
No, we're not. I didn't say we.
He doesn't know about the footage from Adapticon or Salute.
Oh my goodness. Easy now.
Calm down, Tiger. Martin's just back. Thank you, buddy.
Cheers. Shall we do a little update for those people who perhaps jumped on the Kickstarter at the beginning in the party that was there, and now they're coming to the end and perhaps haven't been anywhere in the middle that much?
It's been crazy.
Because, yeah, you know, it's great. We've got lots of extras on the book now. When you first bought into the book,
right, let me sort that.
30 days ago, what was it, Friday,
March 15th.
March the 15th, we had a 96-page book in softback form, not softcore, as Mal would like to say, softback form. Brilliant. Now, no add-ons, nothing. As of today, we have 176 pages. That's almost double. A hardback book. Just been announced. Mel, 2 ribbons both. 2 bookmark ribbons in the book.
Stick. That's so going to stick.
Paper quality upgrades to the same, if not better than Dave's book, which is beautiful quality. And we've got add-ons coming out of our ears. We've got an add-on for a colour card. $7. We'll talk about how you do the add-ons in a sec. $7.
Good, isn't it?
So you don't have to paint in the book to match the colours that Mel's making. He wants you to paint in the book. Me and Dave are like, don't! Colour cards so you can match them up instead. That will ship, and that's available to everybody who buys a physical copy of the book. So if you buy the actual physical book, you'll get one of those cards if you add it to your add-on in the Pledge Manager, shipped with it. We've also got, for another $7, Mel's 50 Shades of Basing, Mel style.
Yeah.
A PDF about basing your miniatures and how to tie all that in, and some beautiful stuff. $7 again. Anybody can have that one. Doesn't matter you get physical copy or PDF or just a $1 teammate backer. Anyone can get that one. We've got a free PDF of the poster.
No. He's fumbled.
Oh, no, not the poster. The show tables, sorry. It's a free
show
PDF.
guide.
Show guide, which is Mel's pictures and his thoughts on the tables that he's seen at some of the shows over the years. That's now fully funded to its maximum number of pages. How many pages is that?
48.
48 pages PDF, completely free to all level of teammate on the Kickstarter. And then we've got a $5 pledge for Mel. Go on, you give the full name of the poster. The rules of...
My rules poster.
No, you've got a special name for it.
No.
Malachus.
No, I haven't even picked the name for it yet. I might call it The Rules of the Idiot Hespode. Who knows, but basically the poster is my 84 rules so far. And the little things that I've learned from burning myself, hurting myself, and really, really cocking up.
With exclusive Bosch family art. There'll be art on the border from Kerry, who we know is a talented artist from her tattooing and other stuff that we've seen. Corbin.
He's
got some good ideas and some good art. And then the premier artist in the house, Willow.
Don't tell her that.
No, we're not, because she's not here.
God, you'd never intend it.
But you get all that lovely extra stuff. And they're all there to add on. If you want to add an add-on to your campaign, if you bought the book, whatever you bought, PDFs, books, whatever, if you go to your Pledge Manager in the top corner, top right,
Pledge Manager, just call it the Manage Your Pledge button.
The Manage Your Pledge button.
Yep.
In the top right-hand corner, you can up your Kickstarter amount, but don't change your pledge level unless you really want to increase that. That's fine. Yep. But you can add the amount. So let's say you've got in for the standard book $45. If you want one of the add-ons, say the basing PDF, you just add $7 to that, and then when you come to the Pledge Manor and the backers kit, you'll be able to pick that $7 to add to it, that add-on. Similar, if you want all of them, it's another $19 for all 3 add-ons. Yeah, that's right, isn't it? 7, 7, and 5, or anywhere in between.
So there you have. Those are the add-ons. Now,
worth getting.
I want to answer a quick comments. Rusted Beetle, do not dare share that video from Adepticon, mate. You keep that to yourself. Thank you, friend. During the Mantic after party, people were passing around Mexican spice candy.
Oh.
Yeah, it wasn't a pretty video, I'll be honest with you.
I bet there were a lot of men in tears.
Oh, I'll tell you what. I've never had anything that disgusting hit the tip of my tongue.
My goodness.
Yeah, it was foul.
Since you shared a bedroom with 2 other guys.
Oh, calm down. Loads of people are jumping on. Someone suggested Adeptus Mechanicus. We might get, but don't want to get the ban hammer on that one.
Yeah.
Adeptus, I think, is trademarked. Mel was a little drunk and a lot sweary. I was not a little drunk. I was a lot drunk.
And a lot sweary.
From what I saw, he was not ever a bit drunk. Cat? What?
What are you saying, Cat?
What are you saying?
Was he ever not a bit drunk? Why, he was completely drunk the whole
Monday morning, he was sober, sipping coffee in the hotel lobby. That was about it, I think. Well, it depends at what time, because I only left Hank's after party, at 4 a.m. on Monday morning. Yeah, and I can pretty sure, based on alcohol units and time, it was lucky I was not driving to the airport. So I think that statement is invalid. But I would like to clarify, it was not one massive bender. But at the end of the evening, the guys who run Adepticon, they like to relax for a couple of hours. Yeah.
Have a bit of chill time.
Yeah.
Bit of downtime.
I think Dennis was my favourite out of the lot of them. Hank's a star, but I really got on with Dennis. And the one thing I really like about Dennis is obviously clearly good at his job. Yeah. And he's got that mentality. Now, obviously, at Adepticon, he's clearly good at what he does.
Yeah.
Yeah? Because, obviously, the night before, he's like, Mel, come over here. We're in this quiet room. We're just having a quiet drink before we hit bed. So we have a couple of hours. We have a great night. Yeah. We hit bed. Next morning, I come down, for watching for my Starbucks. There's a Starbucks in the lobby. Yeah. And this is a really, really posh hotel. Yeah. And it's got one of these open fires in the middle. Yeah, and Dennis is sitting there with his feet up in his brew, in his dressing gown. Yeah, in the middle of it, and he just no F's were given at all whatsoever.
Wasn't he having a friendly smoke as well?
No, that wasn't him.
Was that somebody
else?
That
was someone else on another party night. He wasn't smoking, but he was, just sitting there in his dressing gown, in his Thanos dressing gown. Yeah, and I was like, morning, Dennis. I just sat down and had breakfast with him. Absolute top bloke. Right, I'm thinking about spending a day flocking about 70 terrain pieces for 9th age. Any tips and tricks I've learned from watching Mal over a year in regards to flocking really helped me to get it to look good. Congrats on a hugely successful Kickstarter. Thank you, Phil. Thank you, buddy. Shipping costs for different guide, they're detailed at the bottom under the there's been an update to bring them down. We're waiting for an official announcement.
But they're not included in the pledge price. No, different gear. They're not included in the pledge price. Yeah. They are additional.
Otherwise, we'd have to have different pledges for different regions.
Yeah.
Yeah, a lot of donators, a lot of backers, a lot of live streamers got on the campaign.
Cool,
the number is still just ticking along.
So we have a little refresh.
You're stuck on that, you are.
Might get a 265 there. Oh gosh, it's gone up again.
You know, if Jase doesn't do it, you'll do it.
Yeah, I'm doing it so you don't have to.
I don't need to. I've got B Mozza telling me every 5 minutes. Yeah. Thanks, Brian.
Good work, Pete.
Where are the pints to celebrate the close? Actually, there's a small soiree going on in the kitchen, which is why you're seeing people wander back and forth. So, Mel will be having a medicinal vodka at the end of this show.
Yeah.
Yeah. I'm not drinking on a show.
Yeah, live stream and drinking. Probably not the best idea.
No,
especially not given the fragile state that you're in anyway.
Yeah. Kez says, do you want pain meds? When I was shuffling around earlier, I'm like, no, they're going to mess with my alcohol meds. Yeah. So, yes, there will be a drink, but we want to close the campaign. And it's telling me here that we have approximately 75 minutes, an hour and 15 minutes to jump on this Kickstarter. Now, by jumping on this Kickstarter, it has already funded. It is up to its maximum. We're adding nothing more to it. So you're jumping on, and your support doesn't extend the project, but you are going to be getting a hell of a thing that we've created as part of the project. So if you want a piece of that, jump on in. Remember, if you can't do the book right now, you can jump in for $1, then up it in the pledge manager afterwards. You know what I mean? Yeah, but I'll leave that down to you.
Nice one, Tamsin. Thank you.
Right.
Added all the add-ins. Add-ons, add-ins, add-in add-ons.
New messages?
Oddins.
All the Oddins?
I don't know if he's in. Give us a shout, Oddin, if you're in.
He was in earlier.
Oddin was in earlier, definitely.
He's taking the dog for a walk.
So Oddin's added in all the Oddans.
Oh, right, okay. Right, I've got no more questions, so I might end the stream early then.
Yeah, let's go.
Ta-ra!
Let's go have a party.
We're not
in the
going.
kitchen.
Hello, boy. And it's going up again. Right, back to the chat. So you're going to have to ask me in the chat or find me some questions. We saw the live streaming and the drinking at Adepticon, or the after effects of the drinking. Oh, no, you didn't. Oh, no, you didn't.
That's when Mal could hold his phone. You got to saw.
I remember. I think it was the Mantic night, and I can remember walking across the Sky Bridge. Yeah, back to the lobby. Yeah, and it was not a straight line. Yeah, it was lucky that Sky Bridge has sort of sides on it. Otherwise, I would have gone over.
Big Goblin, where have you gone there? Can you buy it afterwards if you don't go Kickstarter?
Yeah, that is very true. If you want those add-ons, if you want the poster, yeah. That is a project exclusive that will not be going to retail.
It'll be Kickstarter or the Pledge Manager.
Yeah, Kickstarter. When I say project, I mean Kickstarter or the Pledge Manager. So basically, you'll have to order that before the print run. You won't be able to get it anywhere after that.
And access.
Dave, any excesses? Yeah. Can I have shipped to me? And then what I'll do is I'll take a few to cons just to sign and give out as treats and that sort. And what we'll do is I a few books as well and that sort of stuff, so I can give them away as signed prizes. Yep. So the only way you're going to get it is either you've met me and I really like you, yeah, or yeah, you win a competition or something, and I'll throw it in with a book and a signed copy of the book of here you go, you know, that's a prize for you for your gifts for your prize pool. Yeah, so that is the poster. That is, I want to make it clear, yeah, that the poster came about purely as just a fun thing that we wanted to do with the family as part of the campaign. Yeah, whereas the colour reference chart, that was a sensible thing to do for people who don't like painting in books.
Yeah.
These two. Him and him. Him over there. Yeah, but it is a sensible thing to do.
Me!
And me.
Yeah. I don't like painting in books.
Yeah, Dave.
Yeah, I'm kind of...
a book file.
I'm a bit of a book file.
Yeah, I like my books as pristine as possible. Yeah.
You follow the rules.
We toe the line. We're good boys.
Yeah.
We're the goodies.
I'm always unpeeling sticky pages. It's like a flashback to my childhood.
Mel is...
A rebel.
Yeah.
Rebel.
The rebel without a clue.
So we've
That's
updated...
exactly what I was going to say. Me, on the other hand.
Yeah, so we've got the colour reference chart. Yeah, the basing PDF came about because so many of the teammates decided that they wanted basing, or was there basing?
Was there basing in the book?
We didn't want to alter the base.
Is there basing in the book?
No.
Is there going to be some basing in the book?
Yeah, no.
Okay.
Yeah, and we had that question that many times that we said, we're not putting it in the book, we'll do you a separate PDF, and if you want it, you can jump on it. And it is a bit of work, because, you know, there's bases to do, it's another little, but it's essentially a little mini book. Yeah, but we're not printing it yet.
Yet.
We're not promising we're printing it ever. Yeah, but if you want to jump on that PDF, yeah, that is a valuable PDF. The other PDF is the show guides, obviously, for everyone, and then there's the $5 poster.
Cool. Can we just scroll back up a little bit?
Yes, sir.
Where'd you get to? Okay, no, scroll down. Ches is in there. Says,
Andrew Chesney. Hello, buddy.
Hi, Dave, Mel, and Jase. Thought you were in great form at Adepticon. Look forward to seeing you in the USA a lot more in the future. I'm hoping this is Rick. Might not be Rick, but Michigan Toy Soldier.
Oh, they're the ones who gave me the big. Thank you, guys.
Now that you're a star, can we have a book signing at our booth next year at Adepticon?
Yes, of course you can. Yeah, we'll sort that, mate. We'll sort a time in. Yeah, I'll happily sit on your stand. Should we say for an hour? Yeah. Quite happy to do that, buddy. You are awesome guy, awesome company. And listen, guys, if you are after any weathering products and that sort of stuff in your stateside, check out Michigan Toy Soldier Company. Yeah, because that's what they specialise. Also, check out their new expanded polystyrene moulded medieval terrain pieces. Like they're smart. Michigan Toy Soldier Company. I'll be honest with you, I don't know if they manufacture their own stuff, but they do sort of. I think they're a retailer who handles all the specialist stuff.
They have a lot of great
stuff, so
definitely.
If you're after something that you're struggling to get, go check out Michigan Toy Soldier.
We just jumped back to Goblin's question about will you be able to buy it outside of the Kickstarter, because we didn't actually tell them where you could then buy it from. For example, when the Kickstarter's ended, is there some way for them to jump on after the Kickstarter?
You'll be able to jump in on the backer kit.
There you go.
Well, the backer kit, so the Pledge Manager, but after all of that's closed and we've shipped to all of the backers, The basing PDF will be available. We haven't worked out exactly where yet, but it will be available. And my mind's gone blank.
The book itself.
No, the book itself will definitely be available, and the color reference
retail next year.
Color reference card.
Yeah.
Depending on how many we get printed, hopefully there'll be limited stocks of that available post Kickstarter.
But the poster,
but again,
you need to jump on that either in the Kickstarter or in the Pledge Manager, because once that's ended, you ain't going to see that again, and we're not doing another print. It's not getting sent out to people. Yeah, the only way to get it will either be as a gift or a prize.
We just mute for 1 quick second.
Say again?
Just mute for 1 quick second. Just 1 quick second, mute, guys.
There we are. That's all sorted. Business speak in the middle of what you're... So all you lip readers out there, you got that conversation perfect. Yeah, they hire professional.
And even though I wanted to skip over it, Ed Evans said Dave and Jase are going to have to really go the extra mile in a dancing segment to make up for Mel's back.
Yeah. I did see Ed's comment there. To be truthful, I got distracted by Jez's, and I've just had a little bit of a nerdgasm. Yeah, you guy knows I'm making a leather cover for my book. Oh. Remember, Jez, he's our moderator guy. If
you're doing that, Jez, it's got to be the Necronomicon.
Well,
oh, man.
The Terrainiacs. Yeah, Jez. Yeah. It is a party. Alcohol has been flowing. They're draining the kegs as we sit here working. Typical the women folk.
Kegs? Talking of kegs. If you want to, I've got a little story that happened to me.
Wait 1 second, I want to finish my sentence.
We'll carry on with after that. Yeah, I was just going to say.
Jez, let me know for how much you will charge for a commission to leather bound the front of the book in a style. Because I'd love a leather bound, sort of like
Necronomicon would be the one. Evil Dead version of the book.
Terrainiacs.
Yeah, so I'll give you the rough design to go off what I want. Give me a genuine price, mate. Yeah.
You've seen Evil Dead, haven't you?
Yeah, of course I have.
So that face off that, the book off that.
Oh, I know, I'm thinking about my face. Scary God,
that'd be Scaricon.
That's Scaricon.
Scaremelicon.
The Great Book of Mel, and I'll have it at my desk and everything. Well, let me consult the tome of Mel.
The Necromelicon.
How did I do this last year? We can try it again.
Yeah, but Jez, definitely. Yeah, we need to sort that. Friends of General Haig, well done, Mel and Dave. Brilliant Kickstarter effort. Well done to support the team. Loads of congratulations. Yeah, everyone is all over Jez's. Jez, if you would like to if you'd like to buy a couple of retail copies, I'm sure we could send some your way for you to bound. And if you want to resell them, I've got no problem with that. Yeah, we can sort that, mate. How do I add to my pledge? Only a button for changing my pledge.
Okay, on your when you go to the campaign page, so if you go to the Terrain Essentials Kickstarter campaign page, at the top, just across the top, it'll say you're a backer, you pledged X amount, and then over on the left-hand side, right-hand side, on the right-hand side, there'll be a little button. I think it's usually a green button, may appear as blue for some people. Yeah. It says Manage Your Pledge. When you click on that, you go to a page that starts with Change Your Pledge, where you can change the pledge amount by actually going to where, let's say you've pledged $1, you can go there and add $7 or that kind of thing. Yeah. Or if you wanted to, you could change your pledge level. So you can go from our thanks to backing in a book plus a PDF or something like that. But basically, you've got the option there to change your level, and you just save that.
Yeah, so dead easy. Top of the page when you log into Kickstarter, there's a button called Manage Your Pledge. Yep. That'll show you what your pledge currently is, take you to a page that will show you what your current pledge is. At the bottom of that, roughly center, there's another button which says Change My Pledge. When you click that, you'll be given the option to change your pledge amount, as in the pledge level, dollar, PDF, book, multiple books. Send me all the books you bloody can. We haven't got that one yet, but you know what I mean.
But that is the perfect name for it.
Yeah.
Let's definitely bring that back next time.
Yeah. We're doing that one for a bit.
For next time, send me all the bloody books you can.
Yeah.
You get everybody. Whoever orders that will get a case of books.
Yeah.
Like
Yeah.
1 box.
A case of books. Yeah, and that's the pledge level. But for next
books.
year.
Yeah.
But you get basically, it'll show you what your current is and lets you change. But as part of that, it'll say your shipping destination, and it'll also say just slight to the right of that, your pledge amount. Enter the pledge amount and then up it for the add-ons. So add on the add-ons to the total amount you're pledging, and then just click continue and follow the process through, mate.
Yep.
Question that we were asked on the live show, one of the live shows this week, was if somebody wanted to buy more than 2 copies,
right?
How can they go about that on the campaign, or is that feature available?
That'll be available in the pledge manager.
So if you wanted the 3 copies, you've gone and bought the 2 for $80.
Yep.
You can then add another, how much? Is it going to be another 45, or how's it going to work?
It'll probably be. We haven't finalised that yet, but it'll be 45, or it'd probably be 45 for additional books. Yep.
So either 1, 2, 5, and then you could pick a third book, as it were.
Yep.
Up in the pledge manager.
Yep.
Best to better give a shout out to everyone then. Hi Dave, hi Mel and Jase. So I thought you. Yeah, no, but he's also Chess has also commented down here. Oh, there's Tim. Hey, Tim. Parrot, by the way, is Paul, like my mate Paul with the big artboard.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, cool. So excellent. Yeah, so there's Paul, Boyd, Rob, Hutton, Chesney's. They really are an awesome bunch of guys. Many thanks, SC. Or
Michigan Toy Soldier Company are worth seeking out.
Right, okay, Michigan Toy Soldier Company.
I get it back, Ches.
Yeah, nice one. Yeah. Now I've got a little story before we continue about Ches.
Okay.
Yeah.
Oh, stories about Ches.
Yeah, stories about Ches. Yeah. I saw Adepticon on their main page share a photo of a bunch of children playing around a stack of cardboard boxes.
Yep.
Earlier that day, I'd seen Ches rolling dice on a dice I stacked on those, and I so wish I'd taken the photo, of Ches and these guys literally sit over these boxes because it was the only space they could find to game on.
Nice.
Yeah, it was like when Adepticon posted, "Look at the children playing around the boxes during cleanup," and I was just gonna wrong photos. These are the children playing around the box.
Nice.
Yeah, it's allowed in my house. Did he say a Michigan Toy Soldier Company?
Michigan.
Yeah.
Yep.
It's Brit.
Yeah, we say Michigan. You say Michigan. Let's go the whole thing off.
Secrets.
At least I don't say Worcestershire.
Worcestershire. I know that really winds me up. That does.
Worcestershire.
For the PDFs, maybe making them available through Wargames Vault.
That's a possibility, Tam. But we've got a couple of other options as well.
Scattered Dice are in. Hello, mate. Do you know Go Dioramas at FAQ from AK Interactive? Yeah, we reviewed that. We reviewed that on.
Was it Friday's live
Friday show? Yeah. I've got the book. It was
He nearly broke his back again, picking it up.
Yeah. Is it over there? Is it?
It's back in the cabinet.
Yeah, but I know the book. It's a good book. It's heavy on techniques, and heavy on diorama techniques, which is great. Yeah, but one thing I did notice about it, and this is a $100 book, and it is jam-packed, you know what I mean, of photos. But one thing I did notice about it, and I'm not having a diss at this, but this shows diorama stuff. Yeah, because wargaming takes a little bit more theory. There's also very few material stuff in here.
Yeah.
Yeah, and on top of that, that's the techniques for diorama making. That's the theory section. Yeah, i.e. techniques section 3. Yeah, starts there.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And that's a bit of an unfortunate picture for
an
airbrush.
For an airbrush.
Yeah. But no, watch it. So I mean, it is a really good book. In all honesty, it is geared towards high level work. Yeah.
Yeah.
I would say when we were discussing it, my work will come close to that. Yeah, but my work has to be more durable, more packable, more survivable. It's got to be functional for playing. So I think that's where we sit with the books and that sort of stuff. With regards to the quality, my printed final quality book will be much better quality. What?
No. I'm not saying anything. I'm looking through the book.
Come on, you're my publisher. Tell me that it's going to be better quality than that.
What did you say? You said it's
my book
the paper.
The paper quality and the hardbackness, and we've got 2 ribbons.
Yep.
I mean, this hasn't got 2. This hasn't even got 1 ribbon.
Never mind 2.
Yeah, and I've got a hardback.
It's got more than 6 pages of content.
Oh, it's definitely going to be better then. Definitely going to be a winner.
Lip reading. That's when we're talking. Saw the amazing news. Congratulations. Miniature Wargaming the music. Thanks, Joe.
Yeah, excellent. Thanks,
Catch
Joe.
up with you soon. Joe's got a premiere coming soon for his movie.
In Nottingham.
Yeah, so we will be doing a bit of a terrain shooter tour for that.
Yep.
Yeah, Jez is on. Tanya, Gary Stevens, hello, buddy. Chris Layfield.
Hey,
Make
Chris.
sure that you get a leather binding from the book, and not for Mel. That's a different story.
It totally is, mate. Totally is.
Jez doesn't do that sort of work. He hates studs.
Nah,
I asked him about it once, and he says, "Yeah, I just hate studs."
Excellent.
Yeah, only 6K books, Jez. Oh, only 6.
Yeah,
that's crazy. Yeah, how far have we?
I'm
are
just going to have a refresh now. Give it a second because it's refreshing. Carry on.
Okay.
I'll tell you when it's refreshed.
Gary Stevens, are these being stolen in stores? The book will be available in stores hopefully in March or April next year.
Yeah, it will not be going to the retail distribution until we are happy with fulfillment.
Yep.
And I'm not saying until absolutely every backer has got fulfillment, because there will always be a straggle of a couple of backers where parcel gets late, so we have to reship. And
so we'll make
there will always be that one awkward backer as well who never receives his copy, no matter how many times we ship it and that sort of stuff.
Yeah.
Did you have that on your Kickstarter?
I had, for the last 7 months, there are 33 people who have not filled out their survey. And if you haven't filled out your survey, we don't get your address.
Yeah, so
you
you
can't get your
share the
address,
book
you
too.
can't ship the book. So 33 people, my books are around somewhere.
Yeah, you know. But I mean, essentially, the promise is we want to fulfill what we see as fulfillment. Yeah, get a happy fulfillment, and then we will deliver to the retail chains.
Okay, so following straight on from that, Westside says, I still don't know how to add my address. Westside, you do that in the Pledge Manager.
Yeah.
So in mid-May, you'll receive an email from BackerKit asking, there'll be a couple of questions to answer.
It's just someone knocked on the door.
What Oz is saying will be one of those questions. There'll be a couple of questions to answer, and you'll be able to input your address there.
Yeah, no worries.
We'll make sure we get it out.
So basically, the Pledge Manager is the shopping cart. Yeah, basically, the Kickstarter campaign is essentially roughly picking what you want and taking your money up to the the store. Yeah. The Pledge Manager is the store where you're going to pick exactly what you want, add any add-ons, top it up the amount if you need to.
Yep.
Yeah, and then enter the details where we need to send it to.
And basically click checkout.
Yeah, Ches is saying, sometimes the floor makes the best gaming table. We are never too old, Mel. Mate, the fact that we're all in this industry just shows we're all big kids.
Yep.
Yeah, you don't join this industry. Go on.
Pat and Fred.
Yep.
I was just going to ask where Pat and Fred come yet.
Yeah. Say hello from me.
They'll probably come in and say hi.
Yeah, cool.
I want to give it another 5-10 minutes before I have another step up and wander around, so... Yeah.
Well, they can come in and come say hi.
Yeah.
Definitely Fred come and say hi.
Westside says, wart chest hair sauce.
Yeah, wart chest hair sauce.
Nice.
Now,
Porkel says, my first Kickstarter. Welcome, thank you.
Welcome, buddy.
Yeah, nice one.
I hope it all ends up being a fantastic experience for you.
Jez is saying,
plan is to make it that.
Jez, I am completely with Jez. He's saying he's got a bad back and a hard back. Me too.
Yeah.
Fantastic. Nice.
Technically, right now, I think I've got about 6,000 of them.
6,000.
Hardbacks.
No, not yet. Not yet. Close to 6,000 back.
Ribbons
this
on
is
the
the
measure.
latest figures anyway.
Okay, well, we're 56 minutes to go.
Yeah. Cool.
Less than an hour to go.
There's nothing wrong with playing over boxes and playing on floors. We've done it ourselves many times.
A rug over some books for
Don't
hills.
even bother with...
All sorts of things on floors. Been there, done that.
No, there's not a mention of that in there, Westy. But rubber vulcanized horsehair is. Yeah, you can keep those, your trimmings to yourself and vulcanize them yourself and use it for your terrain, dude.
You can keep those for prosperity for yourself.
Have you set up the hat grind? Hey guys, we've got guests.
Hi Fred.
Congratulations.
Cool, thank you very much.
Congratulations, gentlemen.
Hello.
Hi, how's it going?
Hi.
How are you, mate?
It's a party. You know what I mean, guys?
And I know you're Dave, that we are.
Hiya, Pat. Hello, darling.
For you, Mel. Let's get cracking.
It actually has it written on it.
Yeah.
Good living from Asda.
Yeah.
Check that out. It's the Good Living man. Yeah, and let's get
cracking.
that's going up in the studio. Thank you, Pat. Hi, Fred. How you doing, buddy?
Hi, how are you doing?
How's your wrist, mate? How you doing?
How's your hand?
Not too bad, thanks. You know, I'm slowly
I
recovering.
should be talking to you lot, but you know what I mean. It's party.
Fred.
It's Fred. But you're all right, yeah? You soldiering on?
Get down to the camera.
Yeah.
Yeah, Fred.
Take a grab a seat.
No, you're all right, Dave.
No.
All right.
I've been sitting all day.
Are you sure?
Yeah.
Yeah.
So the hand's better, yeah?
Yeah, they're getting better. Yeah, a bit cranky today.
Yeah, it's a bit cold today, to be
Yeah, it's
truthful.
because of the cold weather. Yeah, most studios are like refrigerator. You feel like cool hands off.
Yeah, that's...
Well,
That's thinned down a lot, mate. That's improving for the bad one.
The swelling's gone down a lot.
I mean, ironically, the swollen one is the one he had done first.
Yeah, the left one was like a pudding.
Yeah, I gave him a right rollicking, and then he started looking after the second one properly.
Left hand doesn't know what the right hand's doing.
Yeah, well, at least we got your painting one fixed first.
Yeah,
You know what I mean, mate?
Nice.
Right, so there are loads of comments. Let's do some catching up. Fred, yeah, Fred's in the house. Oddin's back in. Cheers, guys, on a great Kickstarter. I'm off. Catch you later, Chris.
See ya.
Yeah, Trainaholic. Hello, Bill. Hello, Sue. How you doing? Oh, Insane's in. He's off. He's gone. I didn't notice him till now. JP, I'm just literally flying through the comments, catching up. Yeah, everyone's asking how's Fred's hands. It's looking good from my professional opinion. Yeah,
6 months into it, so it's pretty good. 6 months.
Yeah, mate.
Cool.
Considering that's the worst one.
Yeah.
And it's healed far quicker than your better one, which you had done months before the other one. Yeah.
Well, December and October.
2 months.
10 months. 10 months.
10 months between them.
Yeah, December.
You've still got swelling like that on that.
And then last October.
Listen, let me get this Kickstarter sorted, mate, and let's get that sorted.
Yeah.
Yeah, well, we'll get that fixed. I didn't realise it'd been that long.
I spend my life doing hand exercises every day.
Yeah, but to be truthful, it looks like you just got a bit of pitted edema that just needs moving on. Yeah, what I could do with this, speaking with your GP and just making sure he's happy with me moving it on. Yeah, it can have knock-on effects. So I don't have your full medical history, and there'll be stuff you're not aware of that he's aware of. So I think what you'll phone to the GP, both of us, and we just say, physio, I want to do this. Can I have clearance? Yeah, he'll understand the conversation because he has phone calls like that all the time.
Yeah, they do.
But the thing with pitted edema is it's swelling, but it's with blood breakdown products in. So you're dumping that into the bloodstream. So you're essentially dumping not just fluids but stuff into the bloodstream. Yeah, and so you need to be very careful when you do that. Yeah.
I'm sorry, my bad.
Well, at least he spotted it before he sat back down.
That's going to fall over.
Yeah. So.
I always look before I said.
Yeah. So we need to make 100% sure that, it's okay to actually move that pitted edema on before we do. But let's get rid of that if I can.
Yeah,
and if not, a phone call from a physio saying it needs moving, we'll get you a physio appointment and they'll do it via something they're happy with. Yeah, but we'll deal with that.
Hi, Bill.
Sorry, guys.
Bill and Sue are in.
Yeah. I found myself glued to the
Terrainiacs.
monitor watching Fred's colours. Colour pencils on canvas. He's amazing. Yeah. Fred's amazing. That latest one, the beach one, Stormy. That's a beautiful piece, mate.
Oh, thank you.
That's a beautiful piece.
Keep on working.
And James dropped in to say hello. Hello, buddy. Yeah. Now there was talk earlier. About. Yeah, it got raised at dinner, and we've come up with a bit of a jolly for the three musketeers of us.
That was it.
Yeah. Thanks, Wills. Yeah, we're going on a bit of a jolly before next Kickstarter. We're doing tank paintball, aren't we, lads? Yeah, tank paintball.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, we want to go tank paintballing.
That'd be cool.
Olga's asking, is there a physio chapter in the book? How to fix your shoulders and back after doing too much hobby?
Do
you know what?
Could be the,
Do you know what? If I had the
additional-
wiggle room, I am severely tempted now that question has come up to actually put a postural page in terrain building.
Yeah, for people with bad posture.
Yeah, well, it's not just that. It's also like the vast majority of the tables people work at are 4 inches too short.
Yeah.
There's a couple of little tricks about making sure that the area you're working on, is the right height and the right distance. And they're quite really easy to illustrate. I mean, with regards to posture, you should never work on a table that your knuckles don't rest on. So if you stand up and you clench your fists, if your knuckles aren't resting on the table, the table's too low for you, and it means that you will be bending over all the time.
That's a good tip. Yeah, I didn't know that.
So if there is a spare page, to be truthful, as a physiotherapist, I actually think that's valuable advice.
Well, there's 6 spare pages at the moment.
5 page.
5 page Dave.
We don't need no index.
You're killing me.
You're killing me.
That sounds fantastic. That's good. Whether it comes to those 6 pages or not, I don't know. We'll see.
Right. Let's kickstart Fred's hands. We don't need to. He's already had the operations. The operations are good. Yeah, it's just I need to fix it. Yeah, the problem is, he's currently under like normal medicine. Normal medicine does the best it can to get you back out. Yeah, I'm old school medicine. We'll fix it. I'm from the time when we had time in medicine to actually do medicine. Right. Yeah, we don't anymore, to be truthful.
No, we just get processed now.
Yeah. It's a numbers game. It's a statistics game of as many successes as easily as possible. Well, you know what I mean? Yeah. And unfortunately, the demands of your hand, based on your biological profile to the NHS, to be truthful, you were lucky the surgeon agreed to do the operations, and I think it was only because you're the artist you are.
It turns out his wife is an arts teacher.
There you go.
Oh, there you go.
There you go.
Not what you know.
His wife would have killed him. What, you didn't operate on? Would you operate on my hands? Can you imagine that question across the dinner table?
If Monet was still around, would you have done his or left him to it?
Is the book going to have a colour wheel in it? Now, this is an interesting question. Because I'd like a colour wheel in it, but I've got to license an image, and I'm struggling to find an image I'm happy licensing for a book that isn't £300,000 for a bloody colour wheel. If worse comes to worse, I may have to commission an illustrator. Willow! And do my own colour wheel.
Well, get me to do one.
I was going to say, you've got an artist right next to you.
Yeah.
Professional artist.
But there is a section on colour theory in the actual, there's a dedicated 2 pages, hopefully 3 on Wiggle Room, but there's a lot of things where I go, hopefully 3 on Wiggle Room, but I need to see what the Wiggle Room actually is. Yeah. But there is definitely a colour section, because colour is important in our game, and understanding how colours work and how different there's also a bit on like what different paints are manufactured and how they're made, and that's out of the pigments and stuff like that, because that's important, knowing which paints you can mix with other paints and
react.
How they react, whether they're true pigment colours, primary colours, or whether they're mixes, or whether they're composite colours which you get in house.
Hybrid.
Mate, I'll tell you, every time I water down that grey, I get a purple out of my grey. A strong, real purple.
We mixed 2 paints from a store to paint Thomas's bedroom. And it was like this grey and this blue, so that we can get a nice grey blue.
Does it
put it on? It's fine at first, dries, patchy as hell. Blue here, grey there. You think you've given it a good stir. But no, they always want to separate. The nature of the paint wants to separate back to its original colours.
Degresso is saying, saw me at Adepticon, going to say hi, but you look really busy. Whenever you see me, just say hi.
Except
when he's filming.
He's filming with his high-vis jacket on.
Yeah, if I've got my high-vis jacket on and a camera in front of me, wait until I've put them down. But other than that, just tap me on the shoulder or anything like that. He had carpal tunnel surgery, mate.
I'm alright, thanks. Thank you.
Yes, actually, I think it's cider.
Is that Dave down to 4 pages? Striking, Zach asking.
I don't know what flavour.
Tanya's coughing at me as well, because Tanya's an illustrator as well. She normally does my graphics. I'll tell you what, the amount of illustrators who've come out of the works during this campaign, I'll tell you. There's been a few industry folks who've suddenly recognised me as well.
There you go, Rusted Beetle Dave, -2 pages Taylor.
-2 pages Taylor.
The amount of work I'm having to do on this book is dropping by the second.
Yay! Basically, all the legals and everything that has to be in the book, will be sellotaped on the front as a separate sheet. Yeah, so you can peel it off when you get it and just throw it.
No, it'll be in the packing slip. Just printed on the back of the packing slip. Well, things that Dave wants you to remember.
Yeah. No, Fred hasn't got any pages in the book. No one's got pages but me. And then 6 page, 5 page, 4 page, 3 page.
-2.
Dave, can you put that there? Because I'll show the branding on YouTube.
Yep, no worries. Cool, thank you very much.
Where's the charger?
For what, darling?
The tablet.
JP Grotz is saying, my greys go purple too. It's weird. It's because it's a composite mix. It's not made as a proper grey.
Yeah.
It's not made out of
colours
white and black.
Yeah. And different manufacturers will be different colours.
I mean, for example, colour wheel. What's opposite to blue?
Orange.
Orangey yellow.
Yeah,
orangey yellow.
Yeah.
If you mix equal elements of those together, you get grey.
Yeah.
Yeah, and that's how they make the grey. So the grey won't be a mix of black and white. It'll be a mix of 2 really cheap pigments that happen to mix. So I bet one of them's purple.
Yeah, quite often they use red and green to get grey. So you can imagine when you start putting colours in red and green,
it just throws it all over. Yeah.
One of the things I love about
Is Dave sent a spread? No. I was at Adepticon. No one needs to see that.
No one does. No, there's a colour that Vallejo do called charred brown, which is a great sort of deep brown, but you can tell it's got purple and grey in there. So if you work
West Side, yes, there is still time to grab the add-ons.
Wanting to get a desaturated purple, it's a great base for it. And if you want to get a purple tinted grey, it's an excellent base for that as well.
Yes.
This was
sometimes can work
we
in
might
your
even be
favour.
close to
Mix like that, yeah.
5,600 now.
You can work it in your favour if you know what's in it.
If you know what's in there.
Yeah, but if you've got to work it out by trial and error.
One backer away, one teammate away from 5,600.
600.
Yeah.
Dave
43 minutes to find
is that what it is?
Yeah, I think you're going to lose your prize then, because that was your...
I'm nowhere near. Did I go for 6,000 backers?
You said 6. You said 50.
They were just asking me numbers, and I just went with 6,000. There is no way we're going to do 400 backers in the last 40 minutes. No chance. So I'm out, and I don't mind being out. Yeah, because I mean, I'm quite happy with the backer number where it is right now. To be perfectly honest, I've got my book. Yeah. Right. Do we get the extra PDFs for free? You get the show guide for free. Every backer will get the show guide. The basing PDF, that's the only PDF. Yeah, the basing PDF, that's actually a lot of work. So there's a dollar amount to that, mate. It's $7. Jump on Kickstarter, click manage your pledge, click the net on when it shows you your pledge, click change my pledge. Leave the pledge level at the same, but the pledge amount, just add the extra $7 on if you want the basing PDF, mate. And then just confirm it from there.
And the same for the colour chart, but the colour chart, you've got to have a physical copy of the book to have that colour chart sent out with you.
Yeah,
Tanya's $7.
People are asking about Tanya and what Tanya does my web graphics and that sort of stuff, and there will be some work from Tanya in the book because we've already discussed this, a couple of images and stuff like that. So,
Paul Byrne says, now our little girl is 3. I wanted to wish you all the best for your new baby.
Yeah.
Success, good luck, and you're a nicer bloke. There you go.
Nice one, Paul Byrne.
Another child joins the family.
Another child. At least I won't have to wipe this one's backside, or it won't vomit over me. Go on.
I just had a thought. You probably covered this, which just
go on
out of the blue, out left field, so to speak. Are you going to have a section at the end, perhaps a page or 2 on photographing your build?
No,
not including that.
No. Because at the end of the day, it's about making terrain. The only people who photograph their stuff is people who are perhaps running blogs and stuff like that.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, and that's a separate hobby to terrain making.
Yeah.
You see, the problem is terrain making dips into so many different categories that you could very easily go off in so many. I mean, you've seen me.
Oh yeah. Well, I've been to the expos as well.
Yeah,
so everything in there.
And so when I say terrain essentials, I have only got 170 pages,
right.
176. Yeah. Well, I've only got 170 pages. Okay. Yeah.
I'm not going to argue that one.
Yeah. And so I really need to focus on what I need to focus on. Yeah. And with the I mean, to be truthful, there wasn't any sort of plans to include a posture segment. But I really do think that perhaps I should modify the workflow segment to include a bit about it at least.
I think it'd be good.
Yeah, I think it's a great idea. Yeah,
because it is part of workflow and studio management and project management. You know, making sure you're working. I'm not going to say health and safety, but making sure you're working so you're not harming yourself as well. I mean, there's the obvious safety guys, you know, wear your respirators and ventilated, but I mean, it's also your back and your posture and your wrists and stuff like that. There's a lot of things that we do that can have real detriment over time.
Of course,
You know.
Talking of Necromalicon, 666%.
Right. Oh, yeah, we need to keep going. After the amputations are found out, it's some of the most common job injuries. Half the men in my neighbourhood are missing fingers or two. Yeah, it happens a lot, losing fingers. Does the colour chart have NCS references? I haven't heard NCS references before. I've heard hex codes, I've heard Pantones. NCS references. Can you grab that pen and write NCS references on there for me? What I need to do is I need to go to the paint manufacturers and find out what their standard referencing is, because that's not the referencing I've been using, and I will use that referencing for the colour refereing in the book. So that if I say you need this colour blue, and I have a little circle with that colour blue in, there'll be a little reference number underneath it where you can just go to the manufacturer and go, can I have a litre of that, please? And that you will get that colour blue.
Right,
Cool.
Graphics for Mel's book I'm doing for free as part of my contribution. No, you're not, Tanya.
No.
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 See, that's from me and my publisher.
No.
Also, we've got to pay you because we need to be the legal copyright holders. So it's got to be official, and you're getting paid, Duck. Mel's new role-playing game, Puppies and Palm Trees.
You say no to the first and yes to the second?
I'm getting immune to the second. Kez just come in like, there's 9 5-week-old puppies, 5-day-old puppies that need rescuing. And I'm like, no.
I saw somebody said maybe Fred and Pat would like one, but I'm afraid we're not allowed to have them in our house, I'm afraid.
Yeah. In fact, there you are, Papa Rain. Well, it's too late for my back. I had 2 discs removed 30 years ago, and it's morphine that keeps me upright. The thing is, once you rupture a disc, they don't heal.
No.
You can put people in traction. You can give them good posture, and the way a disc works, is the disc between your spines. They're like a lozenge. Okay.
In between each of the vertebrae.
And basically what they are is they're like loads of really tough fibrous bands with a gel centre. Okay, and that's what allows it to move and give your back some flexibility. But the more you spend bent over, the more it rips the fibrous bands until the end you get what's called a protrusion, where the pressure of your spine squeezes the gel out, it presses against your spinal cord, and you get the sciatica. And that's literally the gel. No, people can rest, and when you rest and your posture relaxes, it kind of gets sucked back in. But those fibres, they never properly repair. So once your disc is herniated, your only long-term solution is to have the disc removed and the 2 vertebrae fused together.
Oh yes.
And yes, it will stop the back problems, but the body's not designed to work with 2 of its vertebrae fused together. There are knock-on effects.
It's got to stop throwing everything out.
So I do think actually, there will be a posture section in there. As a physiotherapist, I think it would be remiss of me not to include that.
List of suppliers.
No, we're doing that as a living document because they change and there's too many and that sort of stuff. So we're doing that as a Google PDF. We're engaging with the community with that. And then that's going to be a Google PDF that, because it's also what do we call this and what the brands in this country, that country.
Yeah, there's going to be different names.
And like I say, I've only got 175 pages. Nicholas, I love you for that, Mel. I'm partly colourblind, and the colour really stresses me out. Walking in and saying I want this colour and getting it would be amazing. Yeah, mate, that's the idea. I actually struggle a little bit with colours at times. Not from seeing the colour, but with me, I'm not. I know this sounds crazy, but I don't have that artistic nature that the rest of the family do. I'm a very logical, structured mind, and so I have to learn, double check, be absolutely right, and then confirm for me to feel the colour is right. It's whether I don't have the confidence, or I'm getting better, but I don't have the confidence to look at a colour and go, You know what I mean? 100%. So referencing the colour so you guys can go, this is what Mel uses. Yeah, it might not be the same brand, but if it's the same reference colour, it will dry the same as as, you know, the colour that mine dries at. Yeah. Glenn's saying, hey Mel, they can replace discs now. They can replace, and they can put in carbon fibre replacements. You can do strapping up the spine, and I mean fusing's an old school technique that Papa Rain went through, clearly. Yeah, there's lots of other options, but when you understand that each vertebrae isn't just sitting on top of each other, each vertebrae has a number of other joints, and their alignment of those joints affects how your spine moves. Yeah, for example, you get most of your your forward and backward motion, from your lower spine, because the facets in the spine are set up like blades that can only move forward and backward. And as it goes up the spine, when you get to your sort of thoracics, you start to get more rotation and things like that. And then when you get to the neck, it's pretty much open doors with where it can move. So anything messing with the but you know that's musculature, not spinal limitations.
That's my age as well now.
Yeah, exactly. But you know what I mean. Basically, anything where you start messing with the spine. I mean, the spine is literally the framework for holding the weight for your entire upper body. Anything you do with your hands or your head depends on your spine supporting you. So the moment you start messing with the spine, it's going to go downhill. So I think definitely a posture section. Actually, and the more I say it, the more I realise that I might even put
I can hear that.
a couple of little bits. We need that in there.
We're going to need to help us with the goal again in a month or so. If you...
That's all right. He needs.
That'll be fine.
Yeah, he needs some money for camp anyway. But we'll do that. There will be a posture section in it. There were some questions asked, man.
There's a couple left.
I just want to see if we've got any.
Hey, Dad. May you quickly just click on...
Does that mean I can walk into B&Q and say I want a litre of Pantone and they'll make it? Yeah, if you give them the Pantone, they'll make it.
Yeah.
So what was that called?
But he's saying Panettone, which is a different thing.
Panettone. That's
no, what's a panettone?
That's an Italian.
Okay. Are you taking the mick, mate?
Isn't that cake?
I believe yes,
son. Page for me.
You want to click on the Kickstarter page, son? All right, go on.
200.
Panini. It's Panini.
Yeah.
Panini.
No, but I think panettone is like a cake or something, isn't it? I think there is a type of. I think there is a type of
a sweet bread.
Something like that.
But a bread that's sweet like brioche.
Yeah. I'm pretty sure there is.
Right. Button on polyps. I'm in for $1. Can I increase this at any time and still add the add-ons down? Yes, you can. If you're in for $1, you're in as part of the whole project, and that's Kickstarter and the Pledge Manager. In the Pledge Manager, if you're in for $1, you can still up and get the book and the add-ons and everything. Once the Pledge Manager shuts, then it's retail, guys.
Yep.
The add-ons are gone, the poster's gone, you know,
and you're gonna gone. The add-ons will
be through retail.
We'll work out a solution.
It'll be a retail solution. But if you want to get on especially that poster, because that's the only one which we're not taking to retail. The show guide, I don't see us doing any retail with that.
No. I think we can probably keep that as an available. Well,
I think we just throw that out to the community after the what you call it. I think to be perfectly honest, we throw it out to our backers like we've promised them. And then accept the fact that it will end up in the community.
Right. I think we put it out ourselves too, like a month or two later.
Yeah, I think that's a good thing.
Yep.
Yeah. Mel's name is getting longer now. It's Dr. Drag Mel 2 Ribbons, 176 pages, both.
He's forgot the hard back.
Yeah, absolutely. It's sort of like a mini backpack that you raise and load to your best spot. I'll check that out, Kat. That's half a conversation I'm missing. Happy to hear that. Great. A lot of us are getting old and keeping those backs in shape. It gets harder and harder. Yeah, I'm sold on the idea now. I've reached a point where it was, I'll see if I can fit it in. To know that's going in.
There we go. So panettone is a citrus cake.
Panettone is a citrus cake, right?
All sweet bread full of bits of fruits.
Okay, and Angela's asking, when will the Pledge Manager close? We've had discussions about this, and we're thinking about keeping it open quite a while.
Yeah, there are two different angles for it. One is being able to sort of properly estimate how many books we need to print.
Yeah.
And so we need to have that estimation when we send the files to print.
Exactly.
So that's September, October.
Yeah.
The other thing is if people need to change their addresses, if they're moving before we ship, we want to have that available. So I think I can set it up so that we can close the store and keep the functionality of changing addresses open.
Ah, right,
for a
okay.
bit longer.
Right.
Which is probably what we'll look at.
Yeah, yeah. But
So
basically...
expect it to be the store to close around September.
Yeah, September, and then basically... We just need, at September, we'll know how many books we need to order from the printers and the addresses where we need to send them and that sort of stuff.
Yep.
I mean, what you've got to remember is we've also got to tell various fulfillment centres how many people they're going to be sending parcels to so they can give us quotes. Yep. You know what I mean? So there's all this sort of information that we need to collect.
If you want access to everything that's going on the Kickstarter at the moment and you can't afford one of the higher pledge levels, just make sure you jump in for $1. Because that will still give you...
It gives you access
later on.
Yeah, and it helps
us right now. If you don't jump on before, it ends at half an hour. If you don't jump on in the next half an hour, you won't get access to all those things after. There'll be some available in the back of the kit,
Christopher's comment?
Actually, I haven't seen that yet, but just going to hit up... so Rusted Beetle and Tamsin. So PDFs, we will make the PDFs available. It might be through Drive-Thru RPG or War Games Vault, but it might be through other sources as well. But they will be available... to be purchased post Kickstarter fulfillment.
Yeah, what you call it? Andrew Chesney is saying, I'll up my pledge to include the PDF too if you do a back care section. We're doing it, mate. There'll be at least a page on posture and basic. I mean, I am a physiotherapist. You know, giving postural advice is actually what I'm professionally trained to do. I mean, my degree's in physiotherapy, my master's is in exercise physiology, and that's what, you know, I did as a living for a long time before I went into selling physio products, and then ended up with...
I'm taking over the stream.
No, you're not. Step aside.
Oh,
the daughter listened.
Mel's biggest problem is that he doesn't listen to his own advice. As far as posture.
Actually, to be truthful, Mel knows what he should be doing, but Mel also knows if he did what he should be doing, he wouldn't be here with you. And right now, you guys are more important to me. I will be pie-eyed on meds come Monday. Trust me, I've got some Voltarol. Yeah, some, not Voltarol. What's it?
Tramadol.
No, diazepam.
Oh, diazepam.
Yeah, Mel's not going to exist from Monday to Wednesday.
Going back to Christopher Ansell's question, will the backer kit or the pledge manager allow, multiple copies of things like the poster and the card? Poster and card, definitely yes. I haven't looked into the PDF aspect of it, but I believe that's also a yes.
Yeah, okay.
So multiple copies can be purchased.
Yeah. I hope Jase has hidden a bottle of champagne somewhere. Do we have a bottle of champagne?
I've got a bottle of water. We haven't got champagne.
You're not throwing water near my computer.
How pulls that? We haven't got any champagne.
No. Yeah. Do any of us like champagne?
No.
No? Yeah. Exactly. Have we,
Fred's
have you brought any champagne? No, you're shit out. Look then, mate, aren't you?
Tell you what, we'll get a can of lager. Shake that.
This is my house. Yeah, after you've shaken it and gone, Kerry will walk in and go, that was a great celebration. I'll pass you the mop. Yeah, no.
Just get me an Oz.
Yeah. The fact of the matter is, we're not shaking anything in here. Yeah, we're going to cheer. We're going to do a cripple gopher dance. Yeah.
That reminds me, going back there, I was going to tell you a story about a keg.
Go on.
And as Beth's here, bless her, come and stand in frame a minute, sweetheart. At the weekend, just before the weekend, we went to do some family shopping, and then on the way back, we popped into Aldi, didn't we, to just buy some few essentials, like a bit of pop, bit of, dog food and all this business. And we stood at the till talking to each other. Next minute, massive bang right behind Beth. I scream. Beth jumps. Bloke behind me in the queue and at the till screams. What the hell's going on? Next minute, tsunami of liquid comes over us. Splashes everywhere. Beth's completely soaked. It's like she's been in the shower. Wearing the jacket she's got now behind it, gone black. It was that wet.
Wow.
Turn around to see a keg of beer had exploded from the top and splurted everywhere and then fell. And had just then put a swimming pool on the floor. Wow. It was everywhere. Absolutely. And we had to drive home, stinking and covered in beer.
Oh, dear.
As soon as we got home, stripped off, didn't deal with the shoes. So you were walking to guys on Friday night, got taken a shoe off in the street so a friend could smell the beer.
Oh, God.
And we were like, oh God, I hope we don't get stopped by the police. Otherwise,
have you been drinking?
I can smell intoxicating alcohol on
you will for the next 6 years, mate.
Yeah.
Like
Have you had a drink?
As well.
Yeah, with my 12-year-old daughter. Have you had a drink, sir? No, we've had a bath in it.
Yes, literally.
On police.
Right, I need to cut in very quickly here. Yeah? Right.
Thanks, baby.
Kat is saying, if anyone has got a collarbone brace, the figure 8 thing, it also works because it's forcing you to have a better posture. Do not rely on figure 8s or bracing guards for posture. They make it worse. Okay, the thing is, they're great, yeah, for holding your posture while you're wearing them, but you're teaching your muscles that should be holding your posture that they don't need to because the braces.
The muscles get lazy.
Yeah, and that actually increases, that worsens the postural thing. Yeah, we do not recommend them beyond a teaching aid. Yeah, right. You know, we use them as a teaching aid to say, if you can feel the brace, you're doing wrong.
Okay.
Yeah, so a lot of people wear them for support, but actually, from a physio point of view, they're not a support. No. They're supposed to be there for if you can feel it bracing. Yeah, because what we used to do was we'd put like a little stone with tape in the middle of the brace. So if you went taut, you'd press into the middle of your back and give you just a and teach you.
A little nudge.
Kind of yeah, exactly. Yeah, so sorry to cut in, Kat, but from a physiotherapy point of view, do not rely on a figure 8 brace for your posture. Yeah, rely on good posture. Yeah, there will be a bit of that in the book because that's part of the posture control.
And there'll be a quiz at the end of the show.
Yeah.
Yes, there will. We need to make sure your posture's right. You see, this is the thing. I don't mess on important stuff. Yeah.
Yep.
I mean, were you with me with that live show when we had that like 15-year-old come up and he got his GCSE and he didn't understand bone joints? Yeah. And then I did an anatomy lesson instead of a show. Seriously, I did an hour anatomy lesson and everyone
when you're talking about Mel having distractions.
Yeah, that was well, he got an exam. No, all right, lad, let's do this.
Yep, let's work it out.
Yeah, I did a pledge update done. And thank you, Mel. Thank you, Andrew Chesney. Norman, nice physio terrorist, physio the terrorist. Well, not physio the terrorist, it's physio something else, but I can't say that on YouTube. Rusted saying 28 minutes, it's 25.
24.
23. 20, no, sorry.
I call the beer taxi, they will deliver champagne in 30 minutes. We don't need to. There's only one other group that drinks it, and he wasn't part of the campaign.
Oh.
I'm not buying champagne just so he can celebrate all our work.
We've got tea anyway.
Exactly.
Yeah, tea. Who needs champagne when you've got tea?
Exactly. Tea, the champagne of drinks.
Yeah.
Yeah, absolutely. Well, it is when it's made in this country.
Oh, what's right?
Sorry.
That's fair enough.
I could never get used to tea when we lived.
Right, listen, I am going to have to cut in and just say, look, I can't give any more physio advice. Yeah.
This isn't the physio show.
Yeah, this isn't the physio show. This is why, yeah, when I went to parties I told people I was an estate agent.
Yeah.
Because the moment you start mentioning you're a physio, people start asking advice.
I've got this bad back. Did you have a look at it for me?
Yeah.
I've got this growth on my bits.
Yeah. Yeah, they'll send someone round to check your hobby area, health and safety, courtesy of Boat & Co. Damn right.
Awesome.
Here in Spain, they insert gas into the spine.
The spine.
Okay, yeah, that works. So, and then gas goes and you're knackered again. Yeah. It's a temp relief. There's a lot of temp relief things you can do. Yeah. But fundamentally, the moment you start messing with the spine, it's not a good situation. And that's if it goes well. If it doesn't go well, it's definitely not a good situation. Yep. Here's your wheelchair.
You can do your questions?
Yeah, let's dip into the questions for a while.
Just updated it, so there's the latest.
I'm not looking at it, dude.
Cool.
Right, any plans to sell the book on Amazon, Dave?
Not at the moment. It's not something we want to completely rule out, but we're talking with distributors that we're friends with, really, so that that we know the people who are benefiting from supplying our books to the public.
Yeah, to maximising...
Not just that, there's a little bit of me also that, we could just whack it on Amazon and be done with it and send them a pallet.
Yeah.
Yeah, but you support your local hobby store.
You do.
You know, and...
Local hobby stores, exactly.
Yeah, now, Amazon may end up in the Amazon first, yeah, but That'll be when the second book is in the local hobby store.
Right.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Yeah. We support our community. You've got to remember, these hobby stores are the ones who have also shouted us out. Yeah. You know what I mean? And helped make the book happen. Yeah. Part of the heralds.
They're also the future of the ongoing future of the.
Yeah, they are bricks and mortar. Yeah. We are a bricks and mortar hobby. I mean, I know we consume so much digital content, and it's almost like we live our hobby on computers.
Yeah,
but we game over tables in buildings. Yeah, and we need those buildings and we need those tables. All the digital stuff. Yeah, might as well be fantasy football.
Well, half the time, most people who get into the hobby, it starts either walking past the GW and you're like, ooh, what's in there?
Yeah.
Or you go to a normal, like Manaflux or other gaming places, which are normally coffee shops and gaming, but you go for board games and you see people playing with these little figures on fantastic tables, and you're like, what's that they're playing? That looks better than this cardboard game I'm playing.
Yep, exactly.
Yeah.
So those are the places that breed our future interests.
So at the end of the day, I will be looking after bricks and mortar retail hobby stores first, long before Amazon gets their slice. Now, I'm not saying in the future it might not be on Amazon, because it might be an easy distribution when no one's really buying it in retail and the retail things dry up for book one. But it won't be available on Amazon until we're happy that, and the retailers are like, yeah, that's okay.
Yeah, exactly.
You know what I mean?
Yeah, we've had it long enough as
and we've got and book 2 will go the same process. We will support the community with book 2. Before we support the big book shippers. Yeah. You know what I mean? Yeah. J for J Cypher's asking, why isn't Mel wearing a Terrain Essentials t-shirt? There's a simple reason. Yeah, I've been wearing them on all my live shows, during the world tour. Yeah, they've gone for wash, and Corbin's nicked the lot. Yeah, so I'm wearing my different t-shirt. Anyway, my work's done. I don't need any more backers to get this. I've got my pages.
Yep.
Yeah, now you're just jumping on if you want the book.
I've got one more day before I get home, and I have one more clean shirt.
Is that it?
The choice was wear the clean shirt I want to wear on the plane, or wear my Terrain Essentials shirt. So
I must admit, because Adepticon was a 4-day con. I wore a Terrain Essentials shirt. I slept in a Terrain Essentials shirt. It went in washing.
Yep.
Yeah, and I left the con, and that was my sleepwear as well.
Yep. And I'm wearing mine because I do what I'm told.
Please note that was 4 different shirts, 4 days, 4
different 4 different shirts. Yeah, he got me 4 shirts.
Not like the pants, which you can wear back to.
No, I only took 3 pants. They were washed and hanged up in the bathroom for when he arrived.
Yes, lovely.
Yeah, there was one where the bath water in was. Dave was like, "Are you leaving that bath water in?" And I'm like, "Yeah." And he looked at me like I was a right dirty mingin. It's like, no, I need moisture in the air, mate.
I was saving it for you, Dave. You can hop in.
It's got nothing.
It's all about ecology and saving the planet, mate.
We ain't sharing no baths. We'll share a book. We ain't sharing no baths. Yeah, congrats from Jim and Terry Cheney. Hello, buddy. That's all my questions. Back over to the comments. Jase, how long have we got?
We have, according to this, 17 minutes.
Rustin's saying my work has just started. Yeah, but to be perfectly honest, not the hard work.
Yep, this is 17 minutes.
This is the pleasurable work. I found this Kickstarter hard work because, in truth, this Kickstarter is marketing. Yeah? Even in a Mal style, it's still not the thing that I really do well, and
It's something that for the last 4 or 5 years, I've been... As you've seen me, whenever I'm on a live show, I'm marketing.
I'm not very good at blowing my trumpet. It's part to do with my bad back.
Well, it doesn't like to sell yourself. You don't like selling yourself.
Just fill your lungs when you're back.
Yeah.
That's the way to do it. Yeah. But it doesn't like selling himself.
Bet he's selling them on
really
eBay.
Hard. It's really hard for him.
Paul Jeffries sorted. Nice one, buddy. Yeah. We will try to convert the flipper cards at my club. Right. Have them join. All right then, no worries. I'm just reading through comments here. Have you bought any new underwear yet? No. I'm still living on the 3 pairs.
He hasn't had time.
Yeah, I'm borrowing Corbin's socks because I left all those at Adepticon.
You've been sending me messages saying, Jase, can you do this? Jase, can you help with this? I was expecting any time in the last week or two, Jase, have you got any pants spare, mate?
No. I'm not asking a mate for pants, but to be honest, I have not gone out.
Or can you pick me some pants up on the way round?
Yeah, I have not bought fresh pants or socks since Adepticon because I haven't stopped. Yep. Yeah, I haven't. Generally, I haven't felt that as a job is a priority in the past 2 weeks. because of everything else that has been a priority.
He's just sitting here and smelling for us.
Flying by the seat of his plans.
Yeah, flying.
Right, West Side has given you a target. I am going to go stretch my legs because it's been another hour for me at least. Yeah. So Dave is going to slide in. Dave and Jase are going to take the show for the next. I'm going to say 10 minutes, and I'm going to come back for the last 5 so we can see where we hit with the final target. Right now, we have 5,623.
No, more.
More?
5,634 teammates.
Oh, God, yeah. 5,634 teammates.
670%.
You've got 15 minutes till this closes, guys.
Yeah.
Yeah, add-ons, all that sort of stuff.
Missed out
it's going up. The cripple is going to stretch his back. Come help your dad, lad. Yeah, I'm going to walk it off because I need to go for dance in about 10 minutes.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, we'll go for dancing.
Are we actually?
Yeah, we go for dancing.
Are we actually, he says. It's like you've never been on one of these shows before,
exactly.
Corbin.
I know how that back feels.
Yep. Okay, so which one? Oh, restream chat. There we go. Click. Quick, out of 567 books. Thanks, B Mozza. Yep, I think that's. I think you're pretty much spot on there. Tim says, no, whatever you do, don't go to Disneyland. Why not?
Yeah, 200. Well, it says 234 watching, but actually, there's 250 people.
250 people
watching live across all platforms: Twitch, Facebook, and YouTube.
Wow.
Hi. Welcome to the last few minutes.
Yeah.
It's gonna get
Hey, JP got rockets. Cool. Excellent. I think we're all tired now.
I'm tired.
Mel's energy has left the room. We can relax. Am I wrong? No.
I'm having a drink of water.
Well, that's good. Yes, Dave Negative 2-Page Taylor takes the hot chair. I think it's a far superior nickname to 6-Page Taylor.
Yeah.
Yeah.
We all like negatives, but not negatives as in horrible things, but negatives as in numbers.
Negative numbers.
Negative numbers. Oh, we like negative numbers. Yeah, it sounds nice. It's an alliteration for a start. Negative numbers.
Okay. I like it for the alliteration as well.
Negative numbers.
That's cool. So, do we have any more questions? Have we covered everything? I think we have.
We've said about if you want to do the add-ons, if you want to get this book before it goes to retail, then you need to jump on to the Kickstarter now, even if it's for $1. They're going to keep the pledge manager open for some time, so you can always up when you've got a bit more cash if you're a bit strapped now.
Cool.
Just make sure you don't miss out. Get in there now.
Once in a lifetime opportunity.
Pretty much to get all this extra goodies.
Okay, Chaz is asking, what are your next conventions, Dave? It's possible I will be at Origins in Columbus in June. I'm not 100% sure on that.
Is that Ohio?
Ohio, yeah. Yep. And then July, I will definitely be at Historicon in Lancaster, Pennsylvania. August is Gen Con in Indianapolis, Indiana. JP got rocket.
Will you be doing book signings at those?
I will sign books if people want to bring them up to me, but I won't be sitting down
and selling them and
signing situation. But yeah, JP got rocket says, what are your thoughts on all of this, Dave? How did Mel and you come up with this scheme? The tale is that 12 months ago, 12 months and a week ago at Salute,
we all got quite drunk sitting in the bar of the hotel, didn't we? Just
beforehand, and I suggested to Mel that perhaps a terrain book would be a great thing.
And as we know on the live show, we've been harping on to Mel for years to get a book sorted. It's been his one dream that he's always wanted to do. And then when Dave came on the scene with the expertise, and I got the enthusiasm.
Yep.
And a few drinks later, something happened.
Yep.
Something beautiful happened.
Gorgeous. But yeah, so I've been talking with Mel about it for the last year. Obviously, we've gone through all of that. The scheme for the Kickstarter itself, I think we laid out a few sort of ground points, and I knew that Mel was going to do Mel's thing, and Mel knew that I was going to do my thing. We just had to sort of keep on target, keep on track during the campaign, which has been this
wild ride, which has been a job in itself.
It has, yeah, it's been fantastic. It's really weird. When I did mine, it was me.
Yeah,
I got to talk about
everything.
So I had to think about everything, do everything, and keep myself on track. But this time it's been a completely different experience, which has been it's been really exciting. There's been times where I've gone, oh my goodness, what's going on? Or I've sent Jase a message, hey Jase, what's up with Mel? You gotta calm him down a little bit. But no, everything's good. We've worked everything through, and I think we've got a great working relationship for sure. I'm looking forward to start getting the content from Mel, start laying out samples and getting feedback on them from him, and going back and forth on that. It's going to be really, really cool.
And although it's been hard, we've had plenty of laughs. We've had lots of good laughs as well.
I'd say like 95% laughs and 5% hard. But...
You should see our group chat, which is supposed to be quite serious. Nine times out of 10, when everyone's commenting on something, there's a GIF appears. That's totally inappropriate, but funny.
Yeah, I'm all about posting the
all about the
GIFs.
All about the GIF.
Yep. Cool. Just looking forward. So Quinian's Budget Craft says, been back and forth. What's the big announcement that was promised for the stream? I'm not sure if it's a big announcement, but basically we are adding two, count them, two ribbon bookmarks.
Yeah, not just one.
To the book.
Two ribbons. So like Dave Taylor's crappy book, which has one.
It's only got one.
His new book.
Worst book ever.
Dave Taylor book, new and improved Mark 2.
Twice as crappy.
Twice as crappy, but
no, twice as good. Twice as good. Twice as good.
Yeah, we mix that up. Twice as good.
Twice as good.
Because it's got Mel and Dave in it, so it's got to be double the fun.
Yeah. Well, it's just Mel stuff, really.
Yeah, but
you're
putting
it
together.
Publication date, or is it still?
We're basically planning for the book to go to the printers in October, and then after that, so let's say a month to 6 weeks at the printers. International shipping is going to be our bugbear from there. Yeah. So the plan at the moment is to be shipping to backers in February.
Oh, so, right.
Ship to backers in February. Pardon me. To distributors in March, and then March, April will be out in retail.
Right,
so that's
fantastic.
Our plan at the moment.
There you go, Dave. Easy one for you. What's the meaning of life?
The meaning of life, 42.
Yeah, pretty sure it's 42. We're past that. So we're like 45 and plus.
A much smarter man than I came up with it.
If you really look at
Mr. Adams.
Like poetry.
Yep. Yeah, exactly.
Dave, your book was beautifully done. I know Mal's will be great.
Yep. Thank you very much. Really appreciate that. I think Nicholas mentioned it earlier as well, and he said thanks for the book. I always say,
okay, cool.
Thank you for loving it.
Yeah, Nicholas Freeman.
Yeah, I had a lot of fun working on my book and getting my ideas, my thoughts out on the page. And I think a lot of people have really enjoyed seeing the photos of the different armies that I've worked on over the time. But when people go back and read it, like read the first part thoroughly, that doesn't have a lot of photos in it. That's when they're going, oh, this book is a lot more than that.
Which part of it then would you say you're most proud of?
Oh, I don't know. Probably the ribbon bookmark.
Yeah, but now you've got two. That's like that bit's just been
doubly proud.
Well, not just doubly proud. You're just like, well, I had one, but now that's got two. So
yeah, no, I think it's. I think the thing I'm proud of is that so many people came together to help me make it a reality, and set me on this path. I think I'm now on a path of publishing, and there's a lot of stuff I'd like to do. There's a lot of people I'd like to talk to and make some really cool, nice, beautiful books with. It should be awesome.
This whole thing is really on the upswing. There's more and more people doing terrain building across the world. So this is a very, very timely.
Oh yeah, I think it's worked out. Definitely
really well.
Yeah,
well, I think what quite a good thing is there's a lot of people into the terrain, but they've never had a central focus.
Right.
Yeah.
So you've got railways, you've got dioramas, you've got wargamers, whereas Mel's like the central focus that everyone seems to pull around.
Yep.
Yeah.
And this book is going to be a really good outsource, if you like, of Mel's presence.
Yeah, that's going to be fantastic.
That is going to be there for years to come.
Very excited.
How much more to get Mel to sign all the copies for the backers? Well, Graham.
Well, yes. What we're doing for that is we're getting Mel some book plates, so the cool, classy stickers that you put at the front of your book. We're doing that because we can get those done in the next couple of weeks, and Mel can have 6 months basically to sign all of those rather than trying to sign
over 4,500 books.
How many was it, B-Mozza? Yeah, I think it was
4,700 and something.
Yeah,
maybe over 4,500.
Over 4,500 physical books. Also, if we wanted to do that, we'd have to send him to Vilnius in Lithuania and sit him in a warehouse
for a week or two
with the entirety of summer, really.
Yeah,
break his wrist.
That's pretty ratchet.
Yeah. And I'm not going to put Mel through that. Yeah, so you will receive, if you're getting a physical book, you get a physical book plus a book plate that is signed by Mel.
Yeah, physically signed, not reprinted, a digital image
not
capture.
Stamped.
No, actual Mel with a pen making it. Have you decided on the book size? Well, page is 176.
Yep, page size A4, so it's 210 millimeters by 297.
Yeah, something like that.
So with the hardcover, it actually extends that by 3 mil on each side. So, oh, there we go. Cap,
yeah. Oh well, it's okay.
Cool. Last time I watched a stream ending a Kickstarter was over a year ago for the Hate Miniatures game. That was really fun. This is super exciting. I don't know why, but it just is. I think it's the cool thing about being involved with the conclusion of a Kickstarter that you're excited about, and you're talking with people as part of a community. It's there's a bit of validation of validating your own excitement because other people are excited about it as well. But it's recognizing that other people are excited as well and becoming part of that community. So I think that's why it's exciting. I love it too. I really enjoy
It's
doing
exciting because it's been a hell of a roller coaster. That's why it's exciting. Be gone. Well, come on, shove up. Let me sit.
Oh, Gary Adams says, Dave, how did you manage to keep your focus on your book?
Do you want to go toilet, mate? Go quick.
As I'm struggling to continue what I'm writing.
It's all right. Thank you.
The thing for me was I was able to, because of the structure of my book, I was able to plan it out beforehand. It's something Mel's also going to be able to do. Knowing what sections we got, knowing what builds are in each section, for me was what projects, what photography that I had to do, and all of that sort of thing. So it was awesome to what was I going to say? It was awesome to be able to sort of check off sections as I went through.
Yeah.
So that's something that helped me. So I'm not sure if your book it will work like that. If it's a novel, it's a little bit more difficult. You see, telling a story from telling a story from the start to the end. But yeah, try and break it into chunks and work on those.
Section at a time.
Cool.
Yep. Yeah. Section at a time.
3 minutes left, I reckon.
Okay, so everybody's coming in.
Yeah, 3 minutes left.
We can fit some more people on screen.
Yeah.
People in Bentley will be wondering, it's a Sunday night, what's the party about? Oh, school holidays, I've just started. They don't have to get up on Monday.
Let's bring us up to date.
Okay, so we're going to skip through a whole bunch of them.
Yeah, I'm sorry. We're right near the end, so.
Yeah.
They've got a bet going on.
Fantastic.
Yeah, the final figure's going to be.
Yep.
Wow, what was
3 minutes.
The next book will do 1 million. Quite possibly.
That'd be nice.
3 minutes, and that's $1,000 short of 270.
Yep.
But that's cool.
Excellent.
We done 1,000 in like a couple of minutes.
We're just hit just over 269. Yeah. Remember, if you want to get part of this book and the extras that come with it, you need to jump on even for $1 now. But if you want my advice, $90 pledge. Just get the whole thing.
Yeah,
go for it. Everybody, up your pledge now.
Go on, do it now. 2 minutes to go. 2 minutes to go.
I'd like to note that I'm not part of this sort of like drive to make it. I've got the pages. Thank you.
See, still even can't sell himself now.
Yep.
I've sold myself. Trust me, everyone's had me.
Yep. So the
did they get value for money though?
Oh, yeah.
Somebody mentioned something about.
He's got a bad back,
Yeah.
better standing.
Mal, you get in the shot.
Well,
it's your Kickstarter.
Is it really? Right, okay.
Well,
Excellent.
we keep telling you that, but it's not really.
It's the look, it ceased to be mine 7 hours into the first launch.
Yep.
Yeah, when the community said, yeah, Mel, don't worry about it, we got this. Hold my beer. Yeah, so I collectively, for like 4 weeks, have been holding your beer. There's not much of it left, to be truthful. Yeah, but damn, you did a fine job, people.
I lost you to evaporation, though.
Yeah.
111, 110. There we go.
Have we got a literal second countdown?
Yeah, 105, 104, 103.
Oh,
just says,
we are coming close to close.
Emil says greetings from Germany.
Arkan, nice one.
It's going up, it's going up.
It's going up. Dankeschön.
Can you believe, Mel, that all of these past 4 weeks is finally coming, that all of this hard work is finally, this is where it's
No.
This is the end of
No, it'll sink in a couple of days.
actually going to get to see his wife.
Yeah, that'll be great. I'll get to see mine. Happy anniversary, darling. How many seconds we got to go?
Coming up to a minute.
Oh. How many people have we got watching, actually?
Down the bottom.
Oh my God, look at those numbers.
Go back to the chat.
No, here.
No, go back to the
Yeah,
chat.
we've got about 280 people watching. 283 watching in total.
Yep. And I think 270 of them are here with you, Mel.
Quite possibly.
How about a camera? No, because if I move the camera around, my mum will dive over the sofa. She'll do a hip in and we'll have to go to hospital. Yeah, we're not doing any dodgy camera moves right now. Could you then place 28 mini Mel in your terrain pictures? But we're going to have my head scanned for the second Kickstarter if we do one.
I have a plan.
He has a plan. I'm worried about what photos he was taking while I was sleeping.
Everything, aren't we?
Oh God.
I didn't want to distract you. I'll tell you about it
20
after.
seconds.
Dave, you missed your chance then. I have a cunning plan.
So cunning you could call it a fox.
I've got 8, 7,
10, 9,
5,
8,
7,
15,
100.
1. Game over.
Finish.
Are we done?
Thank you,
I know.
Thank you, Dave. Thank you, Jase. Thank you, Mel.
Fantastic.
And
Let me go to the dashboard. We'll get the final total. Let's go. No.
thank you, Mum.
Right, final figures from dashboard, which is the most reliable. $269,143.
Yeah.
672%. 5,658 teammates.
Yeah.
Yes.
Teammates.
Thank you everybody for making that happen. That's
33% on the conversion as well.
nice.
30, that's good.
Yeah,
That's
Yeah,
really
that's
good.
excellent.
Very good.
Excellent.
No,
stuff.
spectacular. Thank you very much, everybody.
Yeah,
You
thank you.
terrainiacs are absolute diamonds. Absolute diamonds.
Yep.
Thank
Awesome.
you for following him and keeping him going
done.
for the past month.
Yeah.
And
Thanks to all
now
you guys
so
out there.
William Gorman says, "Go for dance."
Yeah, okay. We're going to do a go for dance in a couple of minutes. First off, everyone who wasn't part of the Kickstarter, bugger off. No. I am talking to my people. Yeah, with my people. Go on, I'll be through there in a couple of minutes. We'll celebrate.
We're going.
And you, Paul.
I'm looking.
If you stay, you've got to go for dance. Yeah, all right. If you stay, you've got to go for dance. Everyone's staying.
Excellent.
Right, I'm gonna. This is just turning into a manic thing, so I'm gonna give some shout outs and what you call it.
Try not bring you back to this time.
Yeah, I know, mate. I know. Right. This would probably be better in a separate video, to be perfectly honest. Yeah, because I'm sort of in the moment, but
Always do it again.
yeah. Can I just say that? Damn, guys, just. You blew my mind 7 hours. You blew my mind 10 minutes into the live show. Well, once we'd launched. Yeah. I was dumbstruck. I was numb for 2 weeks. And to be truthful, yeah, I honestly think that ever since then, I haven't stopped. You know what I mean? I haven't stopped long enough to appreciate the number of backers and the number of people who've made this possible. Yeah, I know it's me writing it. I know Jase has done all the social media and pushing and being a find the information out guy. Yeah, I know Dave's been smoothing, meeting with people. He's been keeping me straight and narrow, and I know he's got a job to come laying out my words. Trust me. Yeah. But yeah, I always said I started this for the community. You know what I mean? That's who I work for. Yeah. For the community to, that meant much of the community to physically put money down for my knowledge in paper form without seeing what's on the pages is incredible. Yeah.
It's a massive leap of faith, and it's a leap of faith.
It is. I mean, I don't know if it's true, yeah, but someone was saying with the sort of numbers we're doing, if it was a physical book, would be a new bestseller.
Yeah, 3,000 to 5,000 in the first month or something, or first week.
Yep.
is a New York bestseller, and we're looking at least 4,700. I think we thought something like that.
Yeah. I don't think you're going to get a TV Mel tonight because I think I'm too in shock. I think when everyone's gone and we're in the week, once everything's settled, and I have a proper chat with you guys when I've properly put my thoughts together, because I haven't. I mean, it still hasn't accepted.
Time yet, though, have you?
To be truthful, I don't even feel like that it's stopped.
Take it all in. Yeah.
Do you know what I mean? It's like, you know what I mean? So I think you're going to get a TV Mel then, but thank you. Just an amazing. Thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you.
You know that, bud.
Thank you. Come here.
Yeah.
Thank you. Love you.
It's the next 6 months I've got to put up with you for.
We'll know if we're doing another book when I go.
If he's alive.
If I go, Dave wants to come over. Don't.
That Taylor.
Dave's just been on the phone, Kev. Yeah. No! Like you with the puppies.
George is saying putting money up for a book is a lot easier than messier than cutting open Mel's head and scooping the knowledge out. Sure, less painful on me as well, buddy.
Yep.
Right.
But if you want to pay me to do that, that's not a problem.
And she would. She would.
Yep.
Right. We have been streaming for 3 hours, just over 3 hours. Yeah, we have done 31 days of campaigning. For me, they have been long days every single day.
They've been long days. He hasn't seen his wife. How mad is that?
Yeah. I've travelled thousands of miles.
Yep.
Yeah, I've met that many people that my brain simply isn't capable of remembering them all.
No.
About 120 is the maximum.
Right.
About 150 is like for smart people you can remember.
Yeah.
You know, but after that your brain just cannot keep track.
Yep.
Yeah. I've met way more than that, shaked way more than that hand. So, and 5,658 of you. Thank you, you beautiful.
That is absolutely amazing, honestly. I've always said these terrainiacs, they're a banging bunch, they really are.
Right.
How many people were at Adepticon?
How many people?
6,000?
Close to 6,000.
They're pretty much they are.
They're nearly a
That's
whole
a scary
Adepticon's
thought.
number of people.
Right. As is tradition,
Okay.
we have hit
Go for Dad.
a goal.
Hey, Dad. Dad, you normally do it for a £100 donation.
4 hours later, we're still here.
You're going to have to move that basket, lad.
Okay.
Kes, can you just drag that?
Yeah. You go do it with your back.
Right.
And now...
So.
I think you promised at this stage that there was somebody else going to be doing this Go for Dance. And
Yeah,
she said
actually,
yes,
yes.
that she would
Actually, yes.
for this Kickstarter.
Come here, come here, woman. Come go for dance with me like a sexy go for dance.
I don't know, you're going to have to teach me, baby.
Yeah,
Right,
come on. Let's have it
right,
now.
right, what you got to do, yeah, is hold your hips and move them right.
Hey. Not that sort of go for in a whole
You've
dance.
seen Caddyshack, you know what you're doing. Yeah?
Oh, I'm
So-
not standing in front on my own.
Are you pushing me in front?
Notice I've got a bad back.
You're in.
Yeah? Right, guys, listen, it has been an excellent campaign. As always, it's the Terrain Shooter tradition. When we do a project, when we ask for the community support, when they meet that support, we celebrate with a Go for Dance. So, to all you wonderful teammates, 5,658 of you,
Come on.
here's your dance. Come on, guys. Oh!
Wow!
Right, you lot mosey through. Let me wrap this up.
Okay.
Yeah. I want a quick chat with my people. Yeah, grab your drink. I'll be through.
Yep. Thanks, mate.
No worries, mate. Thank you. Thank you, buddy. Thank you.
Buddy.
Thank you, everybody. Brilliant. Well done.
Before
Should
you
be proud of
go,
yourselves.
before you go, guys, and I get a little bit of quiet moment. Everyone's leaving now, and yeah, that's it. I've got the house to myself. I held on till everyone left, okay? Don't tell them. Thanks for having faith in me. I'm going to make it the best book I can, yeah? Right. Mel needs to go throw some water over his face and sort himself out before he has to go greet everyone else. Yeah? When you start, can't stop, can you? Oh, I don't know what to say. Oh, thank you. Just thank you, you know what I mean? Hey, Fred. Yeah, just watch it, just sniffles, dude. Right, guys, thank you so much. We're going to wrap this up. I've got some drinking to do. I'll catch up with you on a proper live show real soon, yeah? But thank you. Thank you. Laters, guys.